Hey there friend, you click that link. Don't flinch now, don't even blink. It's just a stream with haunted flair, not a trick or murder lair. Come inside, ignore the cold. The fire's fake, but the vibe is bold. Sign this waiver, seal your doom. Screams await inside this room.
And yes, the decor screams too. Got a mic with feedback crack. Cams all glitchy, fears on track. Streaming live from Limbo's gate, with cursed alerts that fluctuate.
Smiles too wide, eyes too bright. Ignore the bones off screen just right. I sing, you click, the chat ignites. One scream earns 10 views overnight.
Disclaimer: no souls were monetized, maybe.
Starting soon, don't walk away. Banshees beg you just to stay. Click that heart, unleash your doom. This stream's alive inside your room.
Starting soon, just count to 3. Whisper your name real slow for me. No stars, no bloom, no happy tunes. Just glitch, pop, hell, and dancing ghouls.
Alerts that wail, donations scream.
My mods are ghosts from broken dreams.
They're mostly chill, they joke and laugh.
But cross the line, they'll cut your path. And yes, they take coffee breaks in purgatory.
A folding chair, a witchy brew.
And yeah, that whisper's aimed at you.
We're casual here, no big alarms. Just jump scares tucked in demon charms. Starting soon, the bass ignites. The lights go wild with eldritch rites. If you hear voices, don't you cry. It's just the devil screaming, you won't die.
Starting soon, it's going down. We'll flip your grin into a frown. You click for laughs, now face the beast. You're on the menu at this feast.
My spell book logs your every scream. Clip that moment when you lost your dream. Merch is cursed, the tip jar bleeds. Sponsored now by Demon Seed.
This stream is brought to you by Possessos, the cereal that eats you.
I'm not mean, I'm just obsessed.
With haunting folks who failed the test.
But if you vibe and hang around, we'll drag your shadow underground.
You laughed, you screamed, your lights now fade. We're peeking out from where you stayed. So brace yourself, ignore the shade. Just ride the storm this stream has made. And remember, ghosts don't respect your space.
The lights go red, the screen goes black.
The chat types things it can't take back.
You blink again, the overlay tears. You're now the ghost caught in my layers. Don't say hi, don't drop a heart. That's how the haunting really starts. You came to watch, just passing through, but now the stream is watching you.
You should have read the terms of service.
Mic cuts out, but still you hear.
A lullaby sung in your ear.
Captions show what no one said. A nursery rhyme from something dead.
The chat screams run, but you don't move. You're vibing now inside the groove. You came for chaos, stayed for lore. Now you're part of Stream Corp's core. And hey, free membership for eternity.
Starting soon, don't close your door. You're not on Earth, not anymore. Share the stream or chant a spell. Let's raise the views and raise some hell.
Starting soon.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Snail House. Hello Chris, you were indeed the first one. Hello Damper Prince, hello Portabella, hello Smout, hello Nova, Quantum! Hi Quantum! Hello Amber, hello Web Abuser, Advocate, hello! Hello Saint, Portabella, hello Ace, long time no see! Nicely, welcome back! It's been some time, truly. Potato, your fucking monster is hot. I wish I had a hot monster right now. I only have a cold one. Hello Blue! Angie, also long time no see. Hello Schmout. Lio. Heard you're gay and bad at Peak. I have never played Peak in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. And also, I'm gay? You're a nerd. Okay, I've heard word in the street is you're a fucking nerd. Okay, what's worse? Hello, Mac and Cheese. What a way to end the workday. Hey, welcome, welcome. Who is who else is here? Who else is here? Angie. Hello. Okay, that should be. This is all. This is all. Mercury, you have a stomach ache. Fuck. Akumus drawn is a lick. Yes, he is. He is. Wendigoon Watcher, what do you mean? I think I'm allergic to kiwis. Just ate one, now my tongue hurts. Damn it. Hello, Council of Chester. And you're waifu, so. Based name. Based name. Hello, Truski. And yes, congrats on being freshly 20. Yes, finally. The Ponders video has been out for a while now. I'm kinda late, 5 days. But listen, part 2 is also on its way. I'm excited. I'm excited to go with you over the video. But many good things. Glad you spent 1 hour on thumbnail. Shut up, Ace! Shut up! No one asked you, okay? Just because you want me to play gay games. Anyway, like I said, I've been long excited for this video. I'm happy to watch it with you guys now. Let's get right into this. And let's put the subtitles on. Bam. Oh, wait, before that, Ponders had quite a very calm and collected response to the call that Akumu leaked and to the video, so let's go over that first. Why don't we do that, yeah? From Ponders, allegedly, this was in Marley's server. Fuck, where did I put it? There. For fuck's sake, he gave me some specifications about the fact that the FCK existed in a call we had in either 2022 or 2023. I said I would look into it. I forgot. I have other things to deal with in my life, and have for years. Furthermore, I have made it very apparent for a very long time that I do not have the spoons. Who unironically says spoons? For this kind of crap anymore. The FCK happens to be the exact type of shit that I no longer have the energy for, because the concept of these topics give me crippling anxiety by this point. Am I seriously being lambasted for not having the energy to look into a topic when I don't have the fucking energy to do this stupid shit? I literally have not watched any videos or heard any news pertaining to this topic, because I am not medically capable of handling this crap anymore. Yeah, also, Ace brought up a really good point, because did she forget about it, or was she really stressed about it? It can't be both. You know, you shouldn't be stressed about something that you forgot. So that's an interesting detail there. I don't watch drama videos anymore because I'm almost instantly start getting heart palpitations. I have had plenty of subjects that I said I would look into years ago, but had to drop because of health reasons. The fact that I was apparently expected to look into this thing based on one person asking me to, and that nobody came. Oh, wait. Dashboard. Quantum, thank you. I don't have the spoons for wanting to work. Can I just pet Saint instead? Listen, if it would be after me, I would allow you to. I would allow you to. You all get your head pets. I'm very proud of you all. Thank you so much for coming by. Happy to have you all here. And that nobody came and asked why I didn't is fucking ludicrous. I am a single person. I have crippling anxiety by this point. I cannot do this stupid crap and refuse to be beholden to the idea that I have to forgo my own mental well-being in order to do so. That's a very Nazi-coded reply, I will say. Very Nazi-coded here. It's like, who is me? I like for a wench. You know what? Potato, because it's you. But only because it's you. There you go. Saint, of course, doesn't know what spoons is. Fuck, of course. Do Xylia's life while you do this, just to torture you. This is coming from someone who sent harassment to a 16-year-old. Yeah, very funny that she now chooses to answer like this. It's also, again, it's not like Akumu accuses her of being a pedophile or grooming someone. It's literally not, oh, you have to get on trial for this. It's literally just like, Ponders, just admit that you lied, that you did some things wrong, and it's fine. No one expects a grand excuse from you. No one thinks that you can fix everything. Just admit that you were wrong. It shouldn't be that hard to take some responsibility. So is this going to be a 10-hour stream like Ops watching of this? No, this will be a two-parter. This will be a two-parter because I have work tomorrow, so we will have to do 2 parts. But now, finally, let's get into the video.
To make that video that I promised in the FC.
Oops.
After being shown Ponders Sprocket's comment talking about false accusations.
Oops. This was the Doodle Tones video on George Raccoon. It's almost like a bunch of people who throw out serious accusations aren't actually qualified to make these accusations. Great comment.
And how people weren't qualified to make accusations. A spark was lit to make that video that I promised in the FCK Maxim, particularly to showcase the irony with it. But I was also curious about it. I wanted her to...
Hi, Divine Jester. I'm here to lurk while I game. Hell yeah, love your lurkers.
Elaborate a little bit more on it, especially because the comment was written a year after her several videos falsely accusing me.
What are we watching? We're watching Akumus video on Ponders.
Of all kinds of things. So I took to Twitter and tagged her public.
Oops. Divine Comedy. For context, this is Ponders' comment on Doodle Tones, now unlisted. George Raccoon's video. Quick question, Empty Brook. What is actually qualified? And who is actually qualified? You? This was a year after your several videos falsely accusing me.
Publicizing the comment, and within the next 24 hours, the comment pulled a vanishing act.
Oop. Oop. It just magically disappeared, guys. Gee, after, you know, getting on Akumus' ass because Ponder thought he deleted stuff while he was getting mass reported.
And it's gone!
So here we are, with Darkness Stone insisting he's one of the people who called me out, or that
I want to read this. Excuse me. A bit odd why they would defend themselves here in all places, though. Then again, maybe I still need more context and backread more. I think it's a fact people quickly dismissed his video and his ego couldn't handle that. Ah, or maybe he still made? Yeah. Thank you, Quantum. Because I was one of the people who called him out, I don't know. Maybe Akumu doesn't know that you're, you know, not really a commentary YouTuber anymore. I love when they pull this. I love when they pull this. I'm not a commentary YouTuber anymore. You can't be mad at anything I ever did. I'm not a drama anymore. I'm not doing drama anymore. Fuck you. Fuck you. Though for them to enter, they sorta need to go to your channel to enter the link to the server. This whole existence and worldview is confusing me. Go outside.
He was in some of the bigger call-out videos. Thought I'd take a look at
I crave squid. Precisely, what? Fuel my life force through the stream. I will keep you alive.
what he's talking about. His 4-part collab with Ponder Sprocket. If you're wondering where this sits in the timeline, these videos were uploaded October 6th of 2020. Like I said, these people made sure to milk the bandwagon for all it was worth.
Oh. We don't have that in Brazil. What don't you have in Brazil? Drink a soda that doesn't have any color and is clear but tastes good? What? Oh, current subscribers, 1,022, yay!
And then some. Let's see if he really called me.
All I did was point out the meme Ponder and Stone made in their video on him. Literally at this point, it's just him being butthurt he was called out to begin with. Learn to let go of a grudge, my dear. It does not look good on you in the slightest. Male VTuber? What? That's not how they mean verbs. What?
Out. If this 4-part collab is anything.
Hi, K-Hack! Hello! Are you K-Hack?
Like Ponder and Nezzy's collab, we're in for quite the ride.
Hi, Platinum. You didn't miss much. We are 1 minute in.
Speaking of which, I will be referring to that collab in my previous coverage of it, so if you haven't seen my part 1 or part 2, I recommend you watch them, or at least have seen them, so you can easily follow along to any references I'll likely end up making. Part 1 of this 4-part series was uploaded to Ponder's channel, titled Lessons Learned in Lawsuits and Lies.
Who learned their lesson?
The first mention of me is 6 minutes in.
Firstly, let's lift off the offenses
Oh no. Oh.
that Slimmers could hold against Ash. We have attempted targeted harassment.
That's when a single individual attempts to harass a specific
Oh no, he has the oatmeal voice. Oh no. Hi, Yen!
person or organization.
Attempted criminal direction of harassment.
That's when an individual tries to get other
Are they doing jaw?
people to harass a specific person or organization.
Then there's the attempted infliction of emotion.
I learned the lesson about lawsuits and lies. Very important. I'm so proud. At least someone learned something.
Emotional distress.
This is because Ash would have known that purposely removing credit and continuing to use the unpaid for stills would have inflicted emotional distress to Slimmers. The as currently
Bruh. What is this?
perceived
This is so
gaslighting in
cringe.
Ash's messages to Slimmers could also be counted in this regard, as well as the potential harassment.
Then there's the plagiarism or copyright infringement.
This refers to the misappropriation and use
What is the law quoting here? Bro, I googled the law. I knew everything about it. Attempted affliction of emotional distress, aka how do flirts. Listen, it works all the time, okay? You can't shame me for that.
copyrighted imagery without the legal rights to do so. Thanks, Akumu.
I have no clue why she's telling me things, when I never said it was plagiarism, let alone copyright infringement. Then again, putting words in other people's mouths has to be pretty easy when your audience doesn't question anything you say. And this is the same shit
Listen, she said it must be true.
she did in the collab with Nezzy Monster, so we're off to a great start. My entire stance was it could have been plagiarism if Madame had ever taken credit and proclaimed she made the artwork.
Oh yeah, K-Hack, do you feeling better? Have you recovered from the Vince clip?
Problem is, she never did. She acknowledged that Slimmers made the art in the 3000 IQ artist video, but that she wouldn't credit her. She also acknowledged that Slimmers made the artwork in the interview, which Ponder later covers. She wasn't hiding or denying that Slimmers made the art. She never claimed that she herself made the art. 2 minutes later, and this is said.
Usually unless there is some sort of recommendation from a psychiatrist for the situation to be taken more
What? Why are we talking about a recommendation from psychiatrists right now? Bleh.
seriously, there may not be enough of a case for this single offense to stand on its own.
Why are we talking about offenses and cases? This is in court. This is in court, bro. So let me just do a little tiny bit. Boop.
ground. Intentional infliction of emotional stress is often cooped
Darkness Storm, my hero. I knew you would look up to the oatmeal. I knew it. I haven't recovered from the Vince clip. Oh no.
together with more serious claims.
Because of that, it could be up in the air as to whether this particular complaint would go through. On the one hand, there are other offenses to consider alongside it, but...
On the other hand, the intentional affliction was a potentially...
Bro, I googled the law 5 minutes ago. It's literally I googled the law.
Singular incident.
And it could be reasonably argued that with that release of the phone number, the intention was for that singular incident to ripple outwards and cause additional distress.
It's difficult to say for sure.
I am distressed watching this. Hey, Lost on Walls! Finally caught a stream of yours, Al. Yeah, welcome. They take turns when talking, like true besties.
Getting lawyers involved. However, if there happened to be a case where someone publicly made note that they were harassing slimmers as a result of the situation with
Hello, Mr. Lawyer Man. Mr. Lawyer Man, I didn't get my credit.
Princess Ash, or it could be...
I still don't know who oatmeal this guy. Darkness Stones. He has the oatmeal voice, I can't help it.
Argued that they were harassing slimmers on behalf of Princess Ash, the case could be a tad stronger. Thanks, Akumu.
Thanks, Akumu.
What the fuck was that meme? Wait.
Argued that they were harassing slimmers on behalf of Princess Ash, the case could be a tad stronger. Thanks, Akumu.
Fuck! In my commission, they agreed to the terms. What? Bruh.
Akumu.
Thanks, Akumu, he says, as if he's flirting with me.
What is an oatmeal voice? You know what I mean, Lio. Don't make me explain it.
This really flamboyant gay voice. I was expecting an anime girl giggle at the end of that.
You know how you call some... Yeah. Saint! Fuck! Why are you giving the game away? Yeah. Oatmeal voices are the people you would call mushmouth.
Little tee-hee. Let me get this straight. You two were proposing to claim in a court of law that I was harassing slimmers on...
I poured my water down myself. I was too focused on the oatmeal explanation. Thanks, Akuma needs to be a soundboard. Yes. Hey, Silver Crow!
behalf of Madame or because of Madame. Not only was this set as a means of further peddling the idea I was white knighting...
Hey, hello, Deep Sea Monster. Welcome to Pain. And Mythic Moon, hey.
on behalf of Madame, but it's also completely untrue. I had my Valanius Twitter account made before I ever spoke with Madame. I was never subscribed to Madame on any of my YouTube accounts, nor was I following her on Instagram. Here's a fun fact. None of them ever wanted to mention, and never did mention. I poked fun and messed with Madame to get the interview that Ponder in Darkness Stone later cover in these very videos.
Listen, no one cares about that, Akumu. We don't want to look at that. Shut up. Why would they look at that? Why would they look at you doing the same thing to Madame? Come on now, buddy.
I made fun of her too, and she initially refused to do the interview because of that. I have a tweet on my first...
Oh boy, you like noodles. Well, bad news. Madame is no longer going to come onto the video in an attempt to defend herself. Both of them are no-shows. That merely proves my point about the two of you at Slimmers.
Twitter account stating that Madame initially refused to do the interview. But even if we ignore all of that, I'm on record in my tweets and in my video that it was the art community being inconsistent, making excuses that motivated...
Who cares about the context and the tiny details? I can order an octopus. A whole octopus.
me.
There's nothing that can excuse for her attempting to...
Oh, baby Akumu voice, trigger warning.
dox her, but I am going to tell you why. There's a lot that's happened, and you should be aware of what's actually happened, and the truth of the entire situation, and not just one
Hi,
side.
Wayne! Welcome to Pain. Is it weird that I'm standing outside watching a thunderstorm while also listening to the stream? Nah, that's totally fair.
Side of the story. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're watching this video, hi stranger. Recently there was some drama between a commentary YouTuber, Madam, and a furry artist named Slimmers. 90% of the videos out there so far that cover this topic are doing it wrong. However, there are some amazing points.
And I wanted to equal out the backlash because their communities
It literally is baby Akumu.
weren't being consistent with the justification of who gets to nag who, with the flip-flopping on what qualifies as harassment and what doesn't. Mind you, that was the same video.
Now listen. It's very easy. The rules of harassment are very easy. If you do it, it's harassment. Doesn't matter what it is. You look at my public profile on fucking Twitter, you're harassing me. You're leaving a comment in my YouTube comments, fucking harassment. If I do it, it's fine. There you go.
that Ponder covered with Monster, meaning she saw it. The two of them played the clip that I just showed you and responded to it.
There's nothing that can excuse for her attempting to dox her, but I am going to tell you why.
I mean, why though? What does Madame's intentions behind doxing Slumers have to do with the situation if you've just said it yourself that her actions in attempting to dox Slumers is indefensible? It might be interesting additional information from a psychological perspective, but if your intent with this video
Bro, now we're taking the psychological perspective. I know psychologic.
is to showcase that Slumers is just as bad as Madame without defending Madame's actions, then why would Madame's intent with the attempted dox be relevant to show that Slumers is more in the wrong than we originally thought?
There's a lot that's happened, and you should be aware of what's actually happened.
Bro. This is so autistic.
And the truth of the entire
I tell you, if I gain autism after this stream, I will blame Akumu.
situation, and not just one side of the story.
But we did get both sides.
Madame's video
Oh, Quantum, but I had harassment training at work. Oh, hang on. It was anti-harassment, but I know how to harass people better now. I'm so proud of you.
response was because Slimmer's side got out first.
Most of the video responses to the situation have been acknowledging both Madame's video recounting the situation as well as—
What do you mean I don't have autism? I am literally the most neurotypical person around.
Slimmer's screenshots and testimony. Everyone has come to the point where because Madame's side was so full of lies, contradictions, and holes that it became quite apparent that Slimmer's testimony held more weight.
Not to mention, Slimmer's came equipped with screenshots and Madame showed
Oh god, Nazi Monster. Nazi Monster, trigger warning.
what, one? And the rest was
Incontestable proof.
If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you're watching this video, hi stranger. Recently there was some drama between a commentary
Hi stranger.
about a furry artist named Slimmer's. 90% of the videos out there so far that cover this topic are doing it wrong.
correction. They aren't doing it my way, and everything needs to be done my way because everybody else is a dumb poopy head that can't handle my advanced 16-year-old intellect.
Why are you... You even mentioned that he's 16-year-old. Why are you making a whole video on a fucking 16-year-old? This is my question here. I don't even care if his points would have been stupid and if they wouldn't have lied. Why the fuck are you making a video on a 16-year-old? Why do you make multiple videos on a 16-year-old?
However, there are some amazing points.
But if that's not enough for you, how about the fact that Ponder and Monster in the collab on my Slimmer's video had GhostEXE, or Holy Majesty as he would go on to rebrand himself, read my
I can definitely say that 16-year-old Akumu has more intelligence than Monster. To be fair, this isn't too hard. Let's be real here. That isn't too hard.
my video's description, which details more about what motivated me.
Now, honestly, when I first got into the
If you're going to make a video on a 16-year-old, it should be about what Transformer they should like. Damn.
situation, I was trolling. However, the second I looked at the evidence, I knew what was clear. Both of them have made mistakes. If you're attacking Madame for hers, you should also be attacking Slimmers for hers. Your excuse is evidence.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you look at both sides? How dare you? There's only the good one and the bad one, don't you know? Don't you know?
Isn't it? Well, here it is. Otherwise, leave both of them be. Don't be a hypocrite with double standards.
And yet she and Stone are trying to pass it off as though I was doing this on the behalf of Madame, or as a result of Madame, when I'm clearly doing it as a result of the community's double standards in the situation.
If you guys are going to argue about fucking Transformers now, I swear to God.
Community not recognizing certain things or just ignoring certain details. Ponder previously covered my video with Monster in March of 2020. She heard me detail my motivation. She had GhostEXE or Holy Majesty read my description.
Rocky, how don't make videos on minors without permission from them and their parents? How about don't make videos of minors at all?
Where I detailed my motivation. I just showed you the clips. Which means
Especially if it's drama videos.
Ponder's claiming something that she knows isn't true, and that makes it an outright lie, and a lie that she's using to make me
Oh, I love that minus point.
look bad by making it seem to the audience as though I was doing this on behalf of Madame, or because of Madame, but also so that she could make this stupid argument, or say that she could make this stupid argument in a court of law. And lying in court...
Not the court of law. Can lawyers be charged with perjury? Not the perjury.
When you're under oath to tell the truth to the best of your knowledge is literally perjury, which is a felony. Ponder is unironically arguing that they could commit perjury just to make an argument to try and hold something against Madame in a hypothetical lawsuit that was never even going
I love the hypothetical lawsuit. Can we just stop quoting the law? if you don't know about the law.
Happen. And I say ponder because we know that she knows it's not true. Stone, on the other hand, it's iffy. I don't know if he actually watched my video or not. He says that he did. I can't prove definitively that he knows that it's not true. Ponder, on the other hand, we can. And I want you to bear in mind that her...
Oh. Off topic, but I think Ponder and Nazi could be online lawyers. Oh. No, no one should be an online lawyer. No, 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 no.
audience thinks that she'd be a good lawyer, that she'd make a great lawyer, that she's the Judge Judy of
Ponder is the Judge Judy of the art commentary community.
the art commentary.
But dude, Ponder is the ACC lawyer. No! You don't get a lawyer. From now on, you will handle all your fights by fisticuffs.
Community. Because as we all know, the greatest of lawyers commit felonies. This really isn't any different than someone coping in the shower by making up some scenario about people they don't like, where they get this cool comeback or own. This guy.
No, that's really not a good thing to be called. You should be an online lawyer. It's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
And walk away. In this case, it's a fictional lawsuit with two retards LARPing as ace attorney. Point is, I did not hide my motivation by any means. These people reinterpreted my motivation to suit their narrative. This Akumu is simp.
Akumus is simp.
White knighting and defending his...
The beginning skit that was from Danganronpa version V3, right? Amazing video. And Akumu seemed like a simp.
Lady, just as Ponder and Stone are pushing, the community as a whole pushed the idea I was doing.
Wait. I missed one cringe comment. I can't miss the cringe comments. I like how a good amount of the comment section is calling Akumu a simp. Not that I disagree. He gave me some serious simp vibes throughout. This collab was great, by the way, and I thank you both for a great series of videos. Bruh.
I was doing it on the behalf of Madame. You can see this.
Honestly, Akumu is just a boy, probably with mental issues, who's being a massive simp for his idol to get her attention. And Madame is just kind of a joke at this point.
Especially in their own comments. The community...
Fucking Zoomer! Show the screenshots longer. How's an old lady supposed to work like that? Now I muted the video. Great.
Lady, just as Ponder and Stone are pushing, the community as a...
All I could... Fuck! Akumu! All I keep thinking is, Akumu, she won't sleep with you, dude. With all the simping he's doing.
Community as a whole pushed...
I like how... Oh, this was...
The idea I was doing it on the...
It genuinely feels like Akumu's simping and getting cock-blocked on top of ruining his reputation.
Half of Madame. You can see...
Honestly...
See this especially in...
If he really is just a troll, like his About section on his channel says, then why is he trying so hard to defend himself and Ash? I guess Ash, in this case, is Madame, looking like a biggie simp chief. Plus, what kind of troll goes through so much effort and drama he's not even inherently involved in? Who has that much time to waste of literally nothing? Well... What about Ponders who spent like half a year scripting a fucking video? Scripting fucking videos on a 16-year-old, okay? Okay, glass houses. To be honest, trolls do be that way. They waste away their time by trolling, because it gives them some weird satisfaction for being noticed. Akumu in this case isn't only possibly a troll, but he's a simp too. And I'm not throwing this lightly. He's literally the perfect definition. Never really defended her. Sir, you. Are you kidding?
Their own comment sections.
It was fan art.
Oh, looky there.
What? It was a commission, they agreed on the terms. It was fan art. What? I'm so glad I can finally post it. It's literally not how the meme works. The meme is literally that you put... that you trip yourself up and then blame someone else. What the fuck? Bruh. Okay, maybe I am autistic. I'm literally explaining a meme.
That's the meme that Ponder posted in 2020, and she's since deleted it. I thought deleting tweets was trying to hide your actions.
Why are your comments deleted? Something to hide, maybe? Mind you, this was written before his Twitter account was taken down, which it has been, for harassment. So now the comments are gone because his original Twitter account
Well, he had to take some down because he was getting mass reported.
is gone. But originally it was because he
Continuing in his effort to hide them by deliberately cutting them out of the beginning of his videos so that he could make the claim that people were getting on his case for no discernible reason. Oh, so now we're talking about deleting stuff, Ponders,
he had removed them. I don't know why. It's not like you stopped being a dick at any point in time.
But now she's deleting tweets. And to make matters worse,
Isn't that interesting?
she didn't even use the meme format properly.
Thank
the point
you.
of the meme is to self-sabotage, be a contradiction of some kind from
Thank you, that really bothered me.
yourself. It is self-sabotaging your point. And that's why the guy's reaching down and sticking the thing in the fucking wheel. But Ponder, I guess, didn't grasp that. So she took it and tried to force it into this notion by having Madame crash into me. That Madame was contradicting an argument. So I guess this meme kind of represents why these videos fail. Trying to force contradictions that aren't there just so that they can look like they have a point. And the little cherry on top to this is how you...
Okay, so now, so Ponder now found out she been deleting things for her narrative? Apparently. Because again, as soon as Akumu called out the comment on her, on Doodle's video about George Raccoon, it was very fast deleted. Quite fast.
use this meme format. Then again, I guess someone who is nearly in her 30s and currently in her 30s might be a little out of touch with these memes.
I guess I can't really be surprised. I'm a Chad commentator working—
Hey! What's that supposed to mean? Fucking Zoomer again. Swear to God.
with the Virgin commentator.
Now, I'm not talked about really at all in the part 2 that's uploaded on
Why are we calling 16-minute a virgin commentator? Where?
Stone's channel, but I am mentioned much more in part 3 on Ponder's channel. Prima facie, prima donna facade.
Hi, the cult of Corny.
Editing me here as I've got a fun fact to share. Ponder Sprocket in Darkness Stone's part 3.
Dude, why are you out of touch? Fuck you, I'm still hip with the kids. Dude, I didn't know you were in the Ponder video. I'm literally in there, bro. What do you mean I'm not in? I'm in there. I was there the whole time. Little do you know.
The collab, Prima Facie, Prima Donna Facade, was mostly edited by Feghost. Yes, the Feghost.
Oh! You mean I sexually assaulted 2 trans girls that I totally didn't make up in my head and then they killed themselves? Crazy.
That's not all. Feghost was also a voice actor in the
Okay, when was the Feghost situation? I think that was... You were just on screen, all white and pinstrip. Did you just call me Nazi monster? X's. You know what, X's for this? For this. You deserve the rope. There you go.
earlier videos. Now maybe you don't believe me, but I implore you, I welcome you to fact check me. These 4 videos will be linked down.
Anyway, what I was about to say, the Feghost situation, when they still believed that Feghost sexually assaulted 2 trans women, that was, I think, in 2019. So that would have been like 1 year later, before they knew it was fake. Interesting.
Below, right in my description. Go to her descriptions and you'll see it for yourself. Unless, of course, she A, decides to alter her description to change it, or B, quietly privates the videos and doesn't address it. I have my money placed on the latter. And I want you
why won't she address it? It's been so long. I love people who are like, guys, it's been so long. Why should she address it? That should just give her even more of a reason, or just being like, yeah, I fucked up back then. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Yeah, Feghost himself made up that story. That's literally what I said. For what would Feghost be in jail? For making up people and lying?
to remember, Feghost's initial confession to Ponder and her friends, including Julie, was that he
Yeah, that was 2019. I was right. Where Ponder says, I've discussed what in the paste bin with Feg with regards to the interaction between Feg, J and A. Feg and J were drunk, A was not, and Feg states that there was groping involved. A confronted him about it the next night. Fag does admit to trying to get both girls to keep quiet about it. This happened in 2015, last year of high school.
Supposedly sexually assaulted 2 people and made them stay silent. That one of his supposed victims eventually took their life.
What do you mean, Portabella? Potato is really, really responsible.
Because of that. And that confession happened in
It's not a slur, it's literally their name. It's literally their name, Fag.
November of 2019. This means that Ponder not only kept Fegost around and
Yeah, exactly. He made up the story, but they didn't know it was made up. So for like at least a year to 2 years, they believed that Fegost actually assaulted 2 trans girls.
in her friend group, despite said confession of something that fucking heinous. But
I'm
also
just playing. That's what they all say.
had him helping her with her several videos, including the hit pieces smearing me with what I've shown you, and what I will continue to show you as my video goes on. It's no wonder why she let him stay around. He was editing for her. I bring this up not only because the communities that...
Oh. I love random allegations for content based on absolutely nothing. What is this? Is Cinebear a groomer or is Birdie a scammer? Or, hear me out, both. Why did Fegost make all that up? Because mental illness. Kumu and his friend Akumu have always been extremely bad faith actors who defend horrible people out of spite or just to be anti-SJW. Are we really still saying that? Okay, it was last year, but are we really still saying SJW and anti-SJW? Bruh. 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 Anyway. Also, this is just me. But the fact that they are both a bit too comfortable saying the R slur derogatively gives me a major ick. Guys, don't say the R word, please. Don't say the R slur. Of fucking course he's friends with Akumu. He was literally in the trenches trying to defend Madame when she scammed a 15-year-old out of credit for the free art they made her and doxing their phone number after. Now they're both defending abusive behavior towards children. Name-based. Just say retard, you retards. Swear to God. Swear to God.
prop her up have constantly used guilty by association or hounded...
Oh, what? What was that about zoophiles?
up not only because the communities that prop her up have constantly used guilty by association.
Akumu keeps a zoophile and an abuser in his circles, so... Where? Where? Where?
Or hounded the people who...
Whatever the hell Lio has done. Most of which was debunked by him in his response to Lio. Casp, look at me. Who willingly sits down and talks to someone who owns animal abuse material and sends them as jokes, keeps them as friends? Who? Akumu. Who sits down with a dude who makes a woman cut his user into his thigh and laps up all that bullshit? Akumu. Akumu is a freak.
Associate with me. How dare they? Finger wagging. All these various people are finger wagging me for my various associations. And also because I find it fucking asinine and really ridiculous that she had to play me up all because I made a bad video. But Fegost.
Listen, how dare you make a bad video as a 16-year-old? Prison for 5 years.
Fegost didn't get a video. Ponder didn't make a single one.
Listen, Fegost was fine. Listen, she was more busy with the 16-year-old than Fegost, okay? Priorities. Priorities, please.
On him. Even after the reveal.
Also, you said the wrong pronouns there, honey. You said the wrong pronouns back then, so,
Ghost had
get cancelled, 16-year-old.
Out and faked the accusations against himself and roped his friends into such a horrendous mess. There has still been nothing from her. The priorities. I got 5 videos of her and her friends running their cockholes.
Bro, can you still believe that there were more than... I think there were even more than 5 videos. Okay, from Ponders there were 5 videos, yes. 5 videos from Ponders alone on Akumu. This is so fucking insane.
And contorting my words, but Fegos didn't get a fucking thing from her. I can't even
Listen.
find a tweet. I was the bigger problem. This is the dynamic these people set up for me. A minute some change in is one of my favorite clips.
I go to PayPal next year and go to college, and she never specified why she couldn't.
Listen, I will always tell you, teenagers, the biggest weakness of the ACC. In multiple ways, sadly. In more than one way. Either they get bullied by the teenagers, they get triggered by the teenagers, they hate the teenagers, or they want to groom the teenagers.
Get paid. I just thought maybe she was a late bloomer because, you know, I'm a late bloomer. I didn't really get my
Can I raise the quality a little bit? I want the HD quality here.
license like right when I turned 16. Like I was kind of late for that. So I kind of get it. And I didn't really want to like, you know, bring that up or be awkward about it. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, you know, whatever. And she would always talk about like going to college and how excited she was for it. So we were just under the impression she was around our age. She never insinuated like that she was a child.
No, you don't understand. Ponder just knew they were lying. Sure, buddy. As a former child, I support this message.
She always tried to act like an adult around me and my friends, so it was just really weird.
Again, Ash saying that Slummers just gave the impression that she was older, not that she ever expressly stated that she was a college student or that she was 18, just that they got that impression, which is not the same thing as Slummers lying about her age, which is what Ash claimed.
Yeah, it feels like an explanation of them saying why they thought that Slummers was an adult. Okay, serious question. When I hear someone talking about going to college or preparing for college, I would assume they are like adult age, especially when I myself am still a teenager. No, that was... I thought Kumu was the one to have the girl card. Yeah, that was Kumu.
That she did initially.
It's almost like Slummers pretended to be an adult. The very thing I said she did in my video. But when I made that point, Ponder and Nezzy pretended as though I was claiming that Slummers lied about her age.
Listen, it's a bad point when you make it. It's a genius point when they make it. Once again.
I said verbatim.
Easy rules, easy rules.
That she was pretending to be older, and they proceed to act as though I said she lied to Madame about her age, and then demand evidence for that claim.
This is around the time that Madame found out that Slummers was 15, although she pretended to be someone of age and even said she was going to college.
No, it's not. She always knew she was 15. You said it
Evidence?
was in her bio in the beginning, and we've already stated how you couldn't miss that.
Within Madame's own video, she contradicted herself and admitted that not only was she aware of Slummers' initial claim to be 15, she never actually stated that Slummers claimed to be older than she was, just that Madame herself and
Yeah, again, it's very autistic. It's very autistic. They don't say that Slummers claimed to be older. They said Slummers acted like she is older. Small, but still a difference.
Potentially her friends made that assumption based on Slummers' claim that she would be prepping for college in the next
Access. You're glad that you can be happy. I like you. Everyone else would have gotten banned for that. Everyone else would have gotten banned for that.
year. She even continued to
For the Bella. Oh. That was a slur.
in her quote-unquote apology video that it was based on Slummers' actions and not necessarily because Slummers told her that she was older than 15. Not only that, Madame acknowledged that there are programs—
Don't virtually ban. God damn it. God, killing me here. Bruh.
and courses that someone who is younger than 18 can attend that puts them in college courses, but wrote that off as an option because she was only aware of that being a thing in the UK and didn't check to see if programs like that existed in the US. Spoilers, they do.
Speaking of those courses—
I know, Axis, I know. But if you say this again, I will murder you.
I can tell you firsthand that there's a thing called AP, or Advanced Placement, where kids in their junior and senior year, one for sophomores at least at my school, can apply and earn possible college credits if they earn a certain score on
I'm so glad that you know about college, Nezzy.
their AP exam, depending on what classes and scores that college accepts. AP classes are treated like a basic 101 class and are treated to a certain extent like a college course set on 2 times the speed.
And Madame made note that there were other signs about Slummers' behavior.
Name, you will be banned next.
behavior that led her friends to believe she was younger than the age that they assumed she was. Unless you have proof that Slummers
directly lied about her age to Madame. Yeah, no one claimed that.
directly lied about
Nezzy as Jack Skellington. Yeah, it was because the script was started around Halloween. You know, they started with the video around Halloween and it came out in March. They spent almost half a year on a video on a 16-year-old. Once again, imagine.
her age to Madame, you don't get to make the claim that she did. You have nothing to back this up, and you are purely going off of, at this point I can only assume, Madame's testimony, which has already been called into question because of the sheer number of times she has been directly caught in a lie or a contradiction.
If Slummers said they couldn't get paid due to not having PayPal, why is Madame assuming she's older? This has always bothered me. That's a good question. But also, to be fair, Madame was only 18 at this point. So I don't expect them to be that smart, to be honest. That you think that deep about it. Like, it would have probably bothered me too when someone's like, oh yeah, I can't have a PayPal. I also had someone who didn't have a PayPal because they got locked out of theirs. So, and they were definitely not younger than 18. So they only had another app.
This is coming from Madam's side of the story.
Hey, thank you! Paisky.
Slummers has not claimed it to be untrue.
Why would Slummers need to come out and say that she didn't lie about her age? Nothing has been provided to prove that she did in the first place.
Yet a few months after my video, after their coverage of it, Ponder and Stone are making that exact same fucking point. I also noticed something. Ponder's
That was not Nezzy, Chris. That was Fuchsia Butter. Stop getting confused with the internet woman. If I get locked off my PayPal, then Dew will starve. True, you can never get locked out. Quantum, if you ever get locked out, I will get it back just for you. Yeah, some countries also don't like PayPal. I had a friend in the Netherlands money once and had to download some European app. Yeah, there are many. Again, there are multiple reasons why someone couldn't have PayPal, so... They're all the same to Chris? No.
claim that Madame is contradicting herself.
We can't get our shitty ACC internet woman get mixed up. They will get our ass for that.
Madame initially claimed in her 3000 IQ artist video that Slummers was lying about her age, and then in the interview that she did with me, is contradicting that.
Ash saying that Slummers just gave the impression that she was older, not that she ever expressly stated that she was a college student or that she was 18, just that they got that impression, which is not the same thing as Slummers lying about her age, which is what Ash claimed that she did initially.
Remember,
hi, Cloudy! Hi, Cloudy! Hello, my beloved wife. Hello! Love you, Cloudy! I'm your biggest fan, Cloudy! Kisses!
this came out October of 2020. Ponder's previous collab with Nezzy Monster came before.
I feel like Ponder is making up logical fallacies to make Akumu look bad instead of admitting that he was being good with his coverage. Yeah. Because again, she also changed it with her Nezzy and then Darkness Stone coverage. Like at first she would say this, and in the other one she would just, you would say, Akumu was wrong with that. But then in the Darkness Stone coverage, she would make the exact same point as Akumu did. So, yeah. Make it make sense. Hi, Falji! Hello, second wife!
For this in March of 2020. That's important because in it, Ponder said that Madame never claimed that Slummers directly lied to her about her age. Specifically, that Madame never claimed that she was told by Slummers that she was any older than what she was. Just that Madame and her friends made that assumption based off of what Slummers told them about going to college.
Within Madame's own video, she contradicted herself and admitted that not only was she aware of Slummers' initial claim to be 15, she never actually stated that Slummers claimed to be older than she was. Just that Madame herself and potentially her friends made that assumption based on Slummers' claim that she would be prepping for college in the next—
Yeah, it just feels like they try to pick anything just to not agree with him.
next year.
So which is it, Ponder? In the collab with Nezzy, you're saying that Madame didn't claim in the 3000 IQ artist video that Slummers told her she was 18. Yet in the collab with Stone, you're saying that Madame did claim that Slummers told her she was 18 in the 3000 IQ artist video.
Yeah, again, changing what her statement was in the 2 different coverages of it.
Ponder is projecting her own fucking contradiction onto Madame. And the worst part is, we have the 3000 IQ Artist video still. If you go and watch Madame's 3000 IQ Artist video, which I'll have it linked down below, Madame first mentions that she was told by her own friends that Slumers' post was making the situation about...
No. But I am 15 and Madame is 18 to 19 years old. Yeah, Madame was... Again, something I have to take up front, because I realized it especially later when you hear the interview with Akumu and Madame. Madame was also, at this point, 18. I will dare say, sure you have certain more accountability to take as an 18-year-old, more responsibility to take. But also, which one of us was really smart as an 18-year-old? And why are a bunch of adults... Okay, I want you to picture this. There is this 18-year-old having a fight with a 15-year-old on Twitter. Then the 16-year-old comes in and is like, hey, you're both kinda retarded. And then suddenly, these people in their 20s come in and pull this shit and are like, how dare you? In the court of law, it would be accountable as this. And also, who is this simp man? He's like a monster. This is a bunch of adults getting involved in teenager drama. Late 20s, yeah, that doesn't make it better. No, Lio was not involved in that.
age all of a sudden. And then Madame claims Slummers lied about her age to her and her friends by telling them she was going to college.
There's like just little lies in her life. So for example, when she made a public like
average German experience
about me, she made it about age, and I'm not sure why. So I didn't see the post. I'm just saying this because people have told.
Yeah, again, this is from the... This is Madame's voice. I don't know why. I somehow erased the fact that also Madame was just 18. I will not say freshly 18, don't you worry. But she was 18 at this point. Like, not one of those fucking retarded ones but they're already in their 20s to 30s. And it just really hit me in this video when I heard the voice, how young she was at this point.
Me, I mean, even friends have told me, so I have no reason to not believe them and what they say, but she was making it about age all of a sudden, and that was really strange. So she would be like, oh my god, she's 3 years older than me.
They are all emotional, immature, and think they know everything. At least the teenagers had the chance to grow out of it and learn. Yeah.
I'm the younger teen, I'm 3 years younger, and she's like 3 years older than me, and like I'm a child, she's an adult, but you know, like I'm the younger teenager, she's the older teenager, like she bullied me, like she's an adult, like she bullied, like, you know.
Again, this is literally teenager drama.
I'm just like, what? What does age have to do with anything about you fabricating a story about me? Like, what? Then after making it about age, she lied.
Hi, Banksy!
About her age to me and my friends and claimed that she was going to go to college next year.
Hey, kick in! Mic check. Yes, I have the right mic on.
Now, there are some people that may argue, well, like places in the UK, for example, can't you go to college at like age 16 or something? And yeah, the problem is this girl lives in fucking Missouri, so no.
Not in Missouri. Everywhere but Missouri.
There are children in the US that they can skip grades and can be very special and, you know, they can go to college early. That's not the case for this girl. And you can ask, like, anyone that's been in a voice chat with her, especially, like, my friend. He texted me mid-voice chat with her that she just did not carry herself well. And I was like, what did you mean? And he's just like, I don't think she's being truthful about, like, going to college. Like, she literally acts like a child. Like, she laughs like a child. She seems obsessive and creepy about you. And she's, like, she just doesn't carry herself well.
Oh, he's short. We didn't give anyone else much benefit of the doubt. As Beckett does Ponder. I get he wants to get Akumu and Ponder to speak, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, again, I just think that Ponder should just own up to the mistakes she did, correct the record, because at this point, I don't think that Akumu even wants the fucking apology. After 5 years... After 5 years, and you think if she now apologizes, it will be genuine. She didn't apologize before. If she didn't apologize before, why should she apologize now? Except for public pressure. And then it means nothing.
I can't see her going to college. And I basically just told him to fuck off because I really liked her at the time. Like, you know, I just told my friend to fuck off pretty much. I mean, we're all friends. It wasn't a hostile fuck off, but still.
Madame never claimed that Slumers told her she was an adult. Madame claimed that Slumers...
Yeah, and especially after she got pissy in the Discord. Yeah, I ain't trusting any apology coming from that.
told her she was going to college, and that her and her friends assumed from that Slumers was an adult, only for Slumers to later note in her post calling out Madame that she was a minor, which is where the accusation of lying came from. It is painfully obvious what Madame was saying given the context of the situation, but Ponder cut that context out in order to pretend Madame was...
Yeah, exactly. A forced apology is worthless. Again, all that expected is that she makes one statement, one acknowledgement of that she fucked up, told lies, and to be done with it. Even, especially when she brings up that, actually, I don't do drama anymore. Then why the fuck do you hesitate so much about admitting you were wrong?
Making a slightly different version of the claim to force this notion of a contradiction. And there was no need to do this. Madame had plenty of other contradictions in her story as is, with everything she had done up until this point, threatening Jamesy, releasing the phone number, and a list of other shit prior to even Slumers, including doxing, which next to no one wanted to talk about until Art was involved. There was no need to twist Madame's words. She had already said and done plenty. However, this community seems to think that because they don't like someone, whether for genuine reasons or not, depending upon the person, it's perfectly acceptable to push false things or twist what they say and completely...
Yeah, listen, they're already the devil. They're already the devil.
Warp the understanding of it. Ponder, someone who claims to be against misinformation, negatively affected the very conversation that her community was having by claiming that...
Ghostbuster, I don't even think that Akumu wants an apology. And again, if she does it now, it's not a genuine apology.
Madame made a claim that she didn't make. She made plenty of the conversation very dysfunctional. I know people will claim I'm defending Madame, or still defending Madame, for pointing this out, but this is a reoccurring problem with Ponder. This isn't a one-time oopsie mistake. This is a repeating pattern of behavior. I just showed you that.
Yeah, it's again just the usual. Listen, they're evil. So who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You're defending the evil person?
Ponder did the exact same thing to me in the collab with Nezzy Monster. When I was talking about Slumers' age, Ponder pretended that I said something else so that she could demand evidence and insist I had none to the viewer for a claim I didn't even make. But if you think there's still not enough to show that this is a habit from Ponder, keep watching this
Has
video.
Ponders responded to any of this? Aside from being pissy, no. There was just the pissy statement. I have anxiety. And just talking about the FCK. Which I also find very interesting that she just focuses on that part. Because the FCK, in this video, it's not even really a big part. In the call, yeah, Kumo talked to her about the FCK. But really, it's more about her making up lies.
Video.
I had so many problems seeing through Kumu's own video on the subject, because it had so many issues. But I'm going to keep it at that for what—
Yeah, again, why did this 16-year-old need 4 separate videos made by Ponder? Like, if you put together the one with Darkness Stone and the one with Nezzy, it's like she spent an entire year on making videos on a fucking 16-year-old. That's fucking insane. At the same time, while still having that friend around that she thought, because he lied at that time, about his friend that claimed he sexually assaulted 2 trans girls. Quite interesting there. Quite interesting priorities.
I think about the guy.
Oh, also tired of hearing that Ponder has the only valid memory issue excuse, when in reality she smoked so much weed. Okay, I don't know about that. But even if you have the memory issues, this has nothing to do with memory issues. You can look up your own shit again. Oh, hey Akumo. The collab with Nezzy was 2 videos, then 4 with Stone, in total 6. 5 having lies about me. Yeah, again, 6 videos, that's great. Again, It must have been like over, like about a year. She just spent time on making videos about you as a 16-year-old.
I smell bullshit.
Oh yeah, and guys, some of you may recognize the voice of the interviewer. If you saw my last video, yeah, it's Akumu. That's where Akumu comes in. As in, the guy who made an entire video trying to claim that Summers was the one in the wrong because of things he assumed, and had
He said both were in the wrong.
absolutely no evidence for outside of Ash's word on the matter, and where he blatantly mixed up intellectual artistic copyright with trademarks and patents, so that he could claim that Slummers doesn't
How
own
dare you! How dare you! How dare you get it wrong! How dare you!
her own artwork.
Fucking stupid teenager! Fuck you!
That guy.
Without evidence, and that I assumed. One of the focal points of my video was Slummers condoning the art tards to continue commenting. You know, the thing you all...
Does it help to comment or pressure her to credit you? Or would that make it worse? I don't know what else is worse. Art theft or pressuring. I saw her comment reply. I don't think attacking won't make her listen. But there's nothing else we can do but that. So my guys can comment. I don't mind. But what she's doing is not allowed. I thought commenting is harassment. That's crazy.
Like to flip-flop on when it is and isn't harassment whenever it serves you best. That's not an assumption. She said as much on her Instagram story. The Instagram story that you, Ponder, right along with Nezzy Monster in the collab on me, first tried to suggest wasn't hers.
Like, bro, she should have just done 10 more, then she would have gotten as many videos as the age you have.
Then made several excuses in case it was hers.
If it's possible after this recording, so there's some credibility to it, because I already know with how things are going, not everyone's
Trigger warning, baby Akumu voice.
going to listen. Do you have any possible screenshots or past messages that can...
I didn't delete them out of Discord. I mean, like, I don't delete any messages. What kind of screenshots?
Screenshots like providing or like her insinuating she's an adult. Anything like that?
I would
now I
have to
have
go
evidence.
through all of them. You have evidence of
Okay.
what?
Well, if you can, when you're free, that would be great to go with the interview. Because right now I have evidence that she didn't tell you her age, but she told you about her.
She did
sexual
not.
assault.
Shocking, Akumu. You have evidence that someone didn't say a thing?
Yeah, if you saw the chat and you don't see any mention of age, yes.
Really? When you apparently don't have the entire conversation available to you, as you've effectively already made note, you must be psychic or something to have proof of a negative.
Why is she doing the horny thing for that? Why is she doing the horny face for that one? I'm scared.
And if you have proof of anything,
Oh no, oatmeal voice.
why isn't it shown? It makes no sense.
I half agree because my wording was shit. Ponder and Nezzy themselves have stated
Oh, look at Akumu casually doing all that is expected of Ponders. Yeah, that was shit.
that it's not in her messages. That it was allegedly, and
Oh, he made a mistake. Casually admitting. I can't believe Akumu's flexing on Ponders like this. Just casually admitting, yeah, I was stupid in that.
call that Slummers told Madame her age, to which we have no evidence for. We do have evidence of their DMs, and every single time this has come up, none of them provided evidence from the DMs.
Ponders does a lot of horny faces and noises in this too. I'm so sorry. Why?
To the contrary. So it's definitely safe to say Madame was not
Why though?
told Slummers' age in their DMs.
Yeah, and the sexual assault thing was strange. I have talked to other like victims because I had some friends that were like, yeah, that is weird. Well, I did have a friend approach me and say, you know, they at first were siding with her, like, isn't that kind of fucked up? And I was like, nah, dude, like I've been sexually assaulted too, and she did it in under 5
God damn it. Can we go one day without talking about sexual assault?
minutes. I'm not exaggerating that. No one.
Horny is being funny.
This is kind of how it went, and it
Listen,
sounds.
I also love me some spicy jokes. Listen, I'm not free from that. I'm not free from sin. Even though I am very innocent, very pure. But I find it kind of weird to make those in something where you pretty much cover something with 2 minors in it. And something that you are supposed to take very seriously.
Crazy, but it's like, hey, I'm like a really big fan of your channel, whatever. And I'm like, oh my god, hi, it's nice to finally get in a call with you. You know, we greeting each other. And then she's like, oh, by the way, I was raped. It was just very.
Where? You just came in, bruh.
Very sudden and like
I
abrupt,
could
and
understand your
it was just like,
skepticism and suspicious
Who
about it.
starts a conversation like that?
I was very suspicious about it until it was confirmed by James, but James also confirmed that she told him that you initially first fixed the crack,
Hi, goat.
And that's where all the YouTubers are not, like, they're not pointing that out, that you first fixed the credit. And he didn't point that out either in his video.
You are an user, but there's nothing innocent about that. Listen. Why you call me out like that, bro?
Oh, yet she told him that.
Weird that you apparently had the sexual assault confirmed to you by James, but continued to be skeptical about it in your video, claiming that
Wait.
Slimmers was the one in the wrong. Specifically, you were skeptical that she would reveal something like that, but not her age. Allegedly.
Ponder just lied. Ponder responded
Oh, Ponder lying? Ponder lying? Ponder lying? Wait.
claiming or suggesting that I contradicted that in my Slimmers video. I was skeptical about the assault in the Slimmers video. That is false. And the question you should be asking yourself...
Really? You say that right in front of my garlic bread? Listen, I'm the most innocent and neurotypical one around, okay? Now, is it normal for SA victims to shout it to anyone at the top of their head? It depends very much on the person. I had a similar experience like that. It was really weird. There are people like that. I'm getting the clips too. I don't know what clips you mean. The deep fakes?
is why is the person who insists upon evidence not showing a clip of me supposedly
Me when I lie? I would never lie.
being skeptical about the assault? But don't worry, I'm going to answer that for you. I question
I would never tell you to Persona 3 yourself. I'm just telling you to take a walk of a very high building.
why Slimmers told Madame about her sexual assault but didn't tell Madame her age. That's not being skeptical about the sexual assault happening, nor remotely suggesting Slimmers wasn't assaulted. I was suggesting Slimmers was pretending to be an adult and avoiding admitting to Madame that she was underage. Why would someone...
Yeah, it's kind of weird to tell someone whether, hey, I got raped, bro, instead of before they even know your age. You're just like, yeah, I got raped, bro.
be willing to share something so personal like their sexual assault story, but not tell that same person they shared it with something so basic and trivial like age, unless they actively didn't want to reveal their age, unless Slimmers didn't want to tell Madame her age. That was my point, and here's the clip to back that.
So you're telling me that someone underage is going to tell a stranger on the internet, let alone with a following, let alone known to occasionally be toxic. I mean, she's a Leafy rebrand, or a Leafy clone, if you will. She's going to tell that person her sexual assault story.
No, Saint would also never lie. Except for all the time.
In 2 weeks of knowing them, but she can't tell him that she's 15. Well, how does that make any sense?
Nowhere in that did I say I was skeptical about the assault occurring, and yet you, Ponder, claimed it was skepticism about the sexual assault, and peddled it to your audience so that you could pretend like you found a new...
I know this is old, but it's so gross that Akumu didn't believe Slimmers about her own sexual trauma until it was confirmed by a guy. Ugh. And even when it was confirmed, he was still skeptical. Extra ew.
Contradiction. The same exact habit from the collab with Nezzy Monster. You carefully contort people's words. You're exactly like a modern-day journalist.
Fine. Fine, Saint, you're making me work again. I see how it is. I see how it is. 1 minute at more. Boop.
You take the facts and you twist them to suit the narrative you want, to make whoever you're covering look as bad as possible, because it does better for your content.
Oh, wait, what did she say? What did she say?
Twist them to suit the narrative you want, to make whoever you're covering look as bad as possible, because it does...
Man, troll or not, content is content. If someone wants to deliberately look like an idiot so I can make a video, who am I to complain? Again, Miss Mo Anxiety, everyone.
Is better for your content, as you said in your...
Okay, so is this guy a Madame fan, or is there just some unknown beef that he and Slimmers had in the past and he's still salty over? Or is he just still trolling and his video is also part of the troll and we're all just falling for it? I mean, even if it was trolling, I get content out of it. If the guy wants to purposefully act like he doesn't know what he's talking about to get a reaction video, that just ends up making my content more enjoyable for my audience as a result. Really, my content just ends up benefiting from it. Again, talking about the 16-year-old here. Interesting.
Your own comments. Content is content. Me being stupid is good for your content. My weird arguments are good for your content.
Are the Madame fans in the walls?
On my channel for part 2, Akumu's attempt to flip the situation provided 2 videos worth of weird...
Oh, love it. Let's make a second video actually on the minor. Nah, you know what? Let's make 3 videos on the 16-year-old to really hammer the point home. How about we make 4 of it? That would be even better. Yeah, nah, you know what? We need 5.
Arguments for us to laugh at together as a family.
So you cut out.
I hate you. I hate her.
Any form of rationale, and you twist my arguments to be as weird or stupid as possible. No wonder you've been dodging speaking with me after I uploaded my part 1 and part 2.
Now you're stating that it was confirmed. Doesn't that mean that Ash is still in the wrong for publicly broadcasting someone's private matters onto an open platform as a means of discrediting that individual? Especially when Ash has, as we discussed in the last video, stated that private issues don't need to be publicly broadcast, only for her to then broadcast someone else's private issues. Yet this interview is glossing over that blatant contradiction. It'll happen more as we go forward, but as this sexual assault is brought up,
I think Marley said Ponder puts on a persona. What a shock, they're a YouTuber. IRL, they're anxious, so they're not good with that shit. Which fucking raises the question, why do you do drama content? Yeah, exactly. Then it isn't the right content for you. Why do you do the drama? Because what did she expect, that people would never hit back? I have a giant question for Do in chat. Why would Ponder obfuscate evidence so dang hard? It's more like, I feel like it's a self-righteousness, you know? And like Paula said, the ego. It's just like, also it's been very widespread in the ACC. It's also what you saw with fucking doodles. They think they are so in the right and the other person is evil. So you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be that big with the details, you know? They are evil. Okay, you can say whatever bad thing you want about them. They're evil. Would you defend someone who's evil? Isn't getting content out of someone for any reason considered an evil commentary community thing that the ACC is morally over? You would think so. You would think so. So it's very interesting.
despite Akumu now admitting that he had it confirmed to him, Ash just gets to continue on with the narrative of, oh, it was weird that she revealed it to me, as if that justifies her publicly broadcasting it and claiming that Slumers lied about it when she had no proof of this.
First, this was an interview, not a confrontation call.
I kinda disagree with her being anxious due to how she was in Discord calls and YouTube. Very confrontational and had no problem doing so for Sasu, Doodles, Akumu for years. Okay, but I will say I actually noticed there's quite a difference, in my opinion. Again, if that's your opinion, that's fine. But this is quite a difference between her in these videos where she's very confrontational. But you noticed it in calls, like the one she had with... I don't remember, what was the one? Where two people tried to get her involved in their bullshit. And be like, well, Pandas with Julie. I think it was about the Julie stuff, where they're like, well, Pandas was talking to Julie and Fagost at the same time. Blah, blah, blah. And also in the Doodles call, she also had quite a different feeling to me than she does in her videos. I feel like in calls she is a bit more... How do I explain this? She's a bit more... She comes across a bit more sensitive. Less confrontational than in her videos. So I can believe it. But again, the anxiousness would not be an apology to me. It's not something that would excuse it for me. So I don't really care. It was about no, was it about Fagost? No, I think it was about Fagost.
That you were ingrained in your Crusader LARP so much that the distinction didn't register. Me stating that James confirmed it with the case file is doing...
The thing is, Ponders also knew she had her friends around her in her community, so maybe she actually didn't expect that there would be any backlash towards her like this. So that she felt safe for it.
Exactly what you claimed I didn't do. I clarified to Madame that James proved the sexual assault with the case file, and Madame continued on claiming the opposite.
And then she's like, oh, by the way, I was raped. It was just very sudden and like abrupt,
I could understand
and
your
it was just like...
and suspicious about it. I was very
By the way, I was raped.
suspicious about it until the It was confirmed by James.
So why on earth are you acting like this is me justifying her publicly broadcasting it? Are you suggesting that because I didn't start seething about it like you are in this video, that somehow means I'm justifying it?
Yeah, again, I can believe the anxiousness, like I said, but in this case, you shouldn't talk big game in your videos, because, yeah, people will hit back. And now she's acting all surprised. Oh no, I reap what I sow? Shooketh. The consequences to my actions?
If that's the case, by that logic, were you justifying the FCK's crusade on me because you watched their videos and said nothing?
I also have a hard time believing she acted the way you are stating. With your own track record about lying about someone to paint them in a negative light.
Hi Ranger, I'm gay as always.
With the way you're presenting it, it's making it look like she doesn't care about telling people, which I doubt is the case.
Another thing to take into consideration is that Ash's claims for what Slimmers said and how it was brought up cannot be verified. This all happened in a call which wasn't
Well, in that case, also what Slimmers said can't be verified.
recorded, according to her.
Like
Hey Myriad, yes, it is time for pain.
fucking clockwork. Validating what I said just a few minutes ago. If Slim
Didn't help she had a persona in videos. The Ponders character is more confident, etc. The small keying character is B, the person behind the channel. Yeah, again, I get putting on a bit of a character, you know, putting on a bit of a persona for streams. Like, I get it. But it shouldn't be something that is the complete opposite of what you are, and that you are not ready to handle the consequences of. Because you can't be the super feisty, super aggressive type of person, super confident and all, while you're in character, and then be afterwards like, oh no, I'm done playing the character. You can't attack me right now. Gee. Let's just play my character, guys. You can't be mad at me.
Slimmers told Madame her age only in a call to which we have no evidence for. We cannot prove Slimmers told Madame her age. We can prove that it is nowhere within the DMs if you look.
I thank you very much, Yen. I didn't mean it as a attack. I'm very thankful that you explain it to the non-ACC goobers. We need an artist.
Over the DMs, which you did, and you
yeah,
did
it's a Def Noodles excuse, exactly. I'm unsure if it's just me, but when this came out, she treated Akumu as an adult, which is odd. Yeah, but they all did, kind of, you know? Like, some of them admitted in the video, yeah, I know he's 16, but fuck him! But yeah, it's just really weird. They either treated him as an adult, because he's evil. He's evil. Literally super Satan. Or, again, like Miss Zizi said, he was depersonalized, where they didn't even see him as a person.
in the DMs because we both know you can't show something not there, which means she didn't tell her in the DMs, like I said.
Yeah, like Twisted Toy Box says. The persona's only bad in this community since you're tackling topics that people will clap back on. If she was just talking about soul art or media, it would have been fine. Exactly. You could have talked about Pokemon. Or what do I know what is hip nowadays. The thing with the call that threw me through the loop was Ponder saying, "What's the FCK?" Yeah. I don't believe that Ponders didn't know what the FCK was in 2023. I don't believe that. Because the FCK had public drama already around that time, so... And many of her friends were in there, so yeah. I side-eye that comment.
However, to avoid admitting that, you keep doing this song and dance of proving negatives as if you didn't put me in the position to do that with your desperation to falsely accuse me of all kinds of shit. You did everything you could to skirt around the fact that I was right about certain details. Case in point, when Ponder Sprocket said nothing in my video was a fact, and Nezzy Monster proceeded to try and...
In the ACC, you are of 3 categories. Not human, the devil, or an angel who can do no wrong. Literally.
number, and then proceeded to admit that it wasn't a real number, that it was a fake number.
Ponder was not in the FCK, Ranger. No. Stop. No. You're just like Chris, you can't keep the ACC hose. You can't keep the FCK hose. Correct.
Trying to deny it.
I'm just giving you the facts.
Nothing in this video is fact.
Also, are you serious?
The number was fake and she said it was in the post. So it wasn't by definition a dox because it isn't real.
That's not how that works. Criminal intent is the intention to break
Oh, there was criminal intent. Listen, in the suit of law.
the law. Madame said it was fake in a second
I googled the law. I know it.
post, not the first one. She was under the impression the number was real, and thus means she showed criminal intent. And not only that, the number wasn't technically fake.
Oh, I can't stand Nezzy's voice. Don't bunch me in with Boris. I know the difference. No, you don't.
It was a temporary number. It was still Slimmers' number, but it was created by
How many are confirmed to be in there again? Too many.
an app and not a registered cell phone. That was still her number.
And you, Ponder, have gone as far as creating several straw mans, making up several arguments and presenting
Strawman.
them as
Argument.
my arguments, my claims, or you would tell your audience I was claiming something entirely different, and then demand evidence for this claim that I wasn't even making, so that you could avoid the parts where I was right, where the information I was talking about was correct. Yet in this video, you'll admit the very same things I claimed in my video that you were trying to finger wag and say was false. A mix of very careful, selective mental gymnastics and dishonesty, so that you don't give credit to your opposition. If I say it, you pretend I'm saying something vastly
Again, if I get autism after this video, I will blame Akumu.
different, so you can demand evidence for that different thing, and say I have
Do I need to get all criminal justice on them? Criminal intent means you do something with criminal intent. Intending to cause harm. Madame knew the number was fake, posted it anyway, tutu. The ACC has 3 sides. Liar, diddler, or obfuscator. You got a crown, Deep Sea Monster. You are in the top 3 now. Do you already had autism? No. I'm literally neurotypical.
no evidence for it. But then you go
Bro,
and say
I get mocked by chat. How dare you all? How dare you all accuse me of the autism?
it and make the exact same point, and it's true. Funny how that works. Go fuck yourself.
Slimmers has provided evidence.
The go fuck yourself came in so dry. Who is number 1? Number 1 is Rain. Number 2 is Platinum. And 3 is Smout. Deep Sea Monster goes down to 4.
Showcases her side. Ash has only provided snippets of that same evidence, which actually contradicts a bunch of her claims. Everything that is not contradicted by the evidence Slimmers provided are things
You
that
haven't disproven it? Listen, if I never do a test, I will never have autism. Peer-reviewed for autism. Oh, diagnosed by chat.
cannot be verified at all, and we're, what, expected to take Ash at her word, I guess? A little bad, considering Akumu acknowledged right here that he was suspicious of Slimmers' claims regarding a sexual assault, and he had to see
Why are you talking about me? I'm just telling you, you have a beautiful crown.
evidence for it. So something super personal like an assault, which was only shared with Ash and was not meant to be broadcast publicly, forcing
Stop
Slimmers
touching the couches.
to effectively prove the claim is fine, but things like, she never told me her age, we can just believe at face value with no evidence, huh? Despite it being a key point of
Well,
Ash's
where's the evidence that she said her age? Again, if you go that hard into that direction, shouldn't you have at least proof that she actually showed her age? Now, you can say all you want about not proving that she didn't show her age, but how do you prove that? Why don't you just prove that she did show her age? See? Just say it's a he said, she said thing. Jesus.
defense. And yes, I'm saying no evidence because according to Slimmers,
Remember this, okay. I'm saying no evidence because according to Slurs,
the age stipulation was in a call, and Akumu can't have evidence of a negative. And yes, I
yeah, and you can't have evidence of the positive here, Ponders. It was in a call.
am saying no evidence because according to Slimmers, the age stipulation was in a call, and Akumu can't have evidence of a negative. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, technically you could prove a negative in some cases.
I'm suspicious of just about everything I hear on the internet, and you, Ponder, have done nothing but only provide more reasons for why anyone, especially me, should question everything they're told
Marriott, keep your hand away from the couch.
over the internet, considering the track record with the collab and in this 4-part series so far. You proceed to again clarify the age stipulation was said only a call and therefore no evidence, but then argue against my point that Slammers didn't tell Madame her age. You have access to the DMs. You could see if it was said in the DMs. You know damn
Yeah, she said she had full access to the DMs, so again, there's her proof.
well it wasn't. And Ponders, you can't have evidence for a negative. That's the dumbest thing I've heard. No, you were just really fucked.
Oh. I have to... Is it logically possible to prove a negative? Among professional logicians, guess how many think you can prove a negative? That's right, 0. Yes, Virginia, you can prove a negative. Who's Virginia? And it's easy to. For one thing, a real, actual law of logic is an... They use big words.
Dumb. No. Dumb is putting it too gently. She's
Oh god, there's a bolt in chat. There's a bolt in chat.
actually fucking retarded. Because she doesn't realize that she has proven a
Yes, it is possible to prove a negative claim. Might seem counterintuitive. You can establish a truth of a negative statement by providing evidence that contradicts the assumption of its opposite.
negative. Ponder has proven things didn't happen the way other people claimed they happened. In her Sashley video from October of 2019, she proved that the photo wasn't doxing.
The baldism will never die, Ranger. The baldism will never die.
I understand that doxing can be a serious matter, but kids don't know that. Is this all seriously about something that happened before someone was even a preteen? I get that Sashley is a YouTuber, and at this point, she's going to have to recognize that she can't behave like this. But now we're
Why did Ponders do so many videos on teenagers? She really hates teenagers.
holding her mistakes from when she was 11 over her head, and even then, alleged mistakes. I've spoken with Sashley herself, who has made note that the screenshot could be real, but that she doesn't have any memory of the interaction. She also specified that she doesn't know how to dox, but again...
Joke's on you, Q. The new VTuber doesn't have a bolt button. The time is over. There's no self-destruction button.
Again, for the sake of complete transparency, I don't think it's really outside of the realm of expectations to surmise that if a child were to get their hands on dox information, they could just post it. That's how doxing works. You find identifiable information about a person that isn't generally found online, and then you post it online, making it public. Anybody who has personal information about a person can do it, so I don't think it's unreasonable to point out that if a 12-year-old or 13-year-old had that information, they could totally be capable of posting it. But another problem, we can't actually tell if Sashley had that information correct or whether or not she released
Again, I'm gaining autism.
it. This is why, when asking Melody for screenshots that proved the allegations, I asked for a screenshot that showcased Sashley posting the docs. We have screenshots of people referencing the docs, so I don't think it would be too much of a stretch to accept that the docs happened, although it should also be pointed out that the screenshots of Susan's emails that Melody...
I don't know why, but somehow my brain is just like listening to Ponders talking like this, and I'm like, yeah.
sent me also do not prove that the docs happened, just that the emails were written. I'm just giving the case the benefit of the doubt, but we don't have anything concrete
Hi, Shadow, of course, the autism talk summoned you.
about who did it. If there was a screenshot, perhaps, of Sashley giving the docs information to someone who then went on to make a video, or she made a video about it, that would at least showcase involvement. The most that this screenshot can prove is that Sashley was compiling information on...
It's literally just fuck these teenagers.
Somebody. You'll notice there's absolutely no mention of who that somebody is. Could it have been Susan? Yes, it very well
Who the fuck is Susan?
And I can't blame people for thinking that. But could it have been someone else? Yes, it very well could have. I don't think it's unreasonable for people to look at a screenshot like this and assume that it must be talking about Susan because it's talking specifically about a name, a face, and a school. And two of those things...
Is this speed up? It's just very slightly sped up. I can put it on normal. It was just 2.5.
are what Sashley was accused of leaking of Susan. I do, however, think it's unreasonable to automatically assume that this is evidence of the crime, especially when even Melody, the person who gathered the screenshots from those who had it, gave 3 potential time frames as to when this conversation happened. And there's yet another problem with the nature of the screenshot itself. Melody got the screenshot from Susan, but
Who's Susan?
Susan herself apparently doesn't know who originally took the screenshot, nor who sent it to her. Meaning that we have absolutely no means of confirming whether this
Okay, she talked a lot, but I'm like... I don't really know what she's trying to tell me. Yeah, I had it on 1.25. for.
Shot even comes from a trustworthy source. This whole thing could be faked, but because nobody knows where it came from nor who took it, we can't check. You can't just use screenshots if you don't know where they come from, because you
Oh, is that so?
can't be sure if it actually applies to what you're using it for. Is there the possibility that Sashley doxed Susan? Of course there is. I'm not going to deny that. But does this prove that she did it? No, it doesn't. And even then, 11-year-old! Frankly, until
Why are we talking about an 11-year-old?
there's actual proof that she did it, it's only speculation, and speculation has the potential to be wrong. We
I
could
feel
assume
as lost as when I walk up halfway through math class.
that this means that Sashley did it and blame her for it, and if we were right, that means we will be punishing someone who did something wrong.
What?
Wrong when they were 11, and no, I'm not going to stop reiterating that because it's stupid, and I want to get that across.
Hi, Estarati. How are you doing? I'm gaining autism. She says this as her whole Spectre shit for screenshots and testimony. She had no idea where they came from. Isn't that funny?
But if we were wrong, it would mean we were punishing an innocent party. And there is the possibility that this accusation was wrong because the
I know that
accusation
she's
of
talking about the Sashley drama, but it's like... I'm really confused.
doxing Susan's face appears to have been wrong. When I asked about the doxing of Susan's face, Melody claimed that Sashley doxed Susan's face by turning a picture of her face.
I don't know why, but the cadence in this video is just some kind of way that gives me the feeling that puts my brain like on the off. I'm just like, I listen to the words, but I don't register them in my brain. I don't know why. I'm very sorry. I'm really trying to pay attention to whatever she's saying right now.
Into an emoji. When I asked where that picture came from, Melody told me that one of Susan's friends posted the picture online for Sashley to find, which would mean that Sashley didn't dox Susan. The alleged friend did. So I went back to the source on the matter. I asked Sashley where the image came from. According to Sashley, she got the image from a friend who potentially is not on good terms with Susan, and that person supposedly got it directly from Susan herself. I pressured further on the matter, and according to Sashley, the person in question allegedly got the image of Susan's face either from her community tab or Discord server, although it has also been to light that they might have screenshotted it and put it on their own community tab or Discord server, which, if true, would actually mean that Susan either doxed her own face or this other friend doxed her face. Both the scenario presented by Sashley and the scenario presented by Melody would mean that Sashley was not the one who doxed Susan's face.
Though weirdly enough, her understanding of doxing vanished from her memory, seeing as she
finally
contradicted that to accuse me of attempted doxing in a video she scripted also in October of 20.
Because it is machine gun cadence, a constant stream of yapping out. Yeah, it really feels like that, and I'm doing really bad with that. So I'm just like, oh, thank God, another voice. Okay, paying attention.
That Sashley was not the one who doxed Susan's face.
Though weirdly enough, her understanding of doxing vanished from her memory, seeing as she contradicted.
Okay, this was to show that Ponders knew really well what doxing is here.
Did that to accuse me of attempted doxing in a video she scripted also in October of 2019. Ponder also helped disprove the grooming allegations against Just a Robot. Never mind the fact I was able to prove—
Hi, Jacob. Evidence and something did not occur or doesn't exist.
I didn't attempt to dox Lemurs, and then I didn't delete tweets to hide them. Here's a scenario specifically for you, Ponder. I'm gonna walk you through it nice and easy. The police allege in court that the suspect confessed to the murder during interrogation. The suspect's criminal defense attorney says, my client did not confess to committing this murder, and demands the recording of the questioning be submitted as evidence, and presented to everyone. Upon listening to the recording, nowhere in it did the suspect confess to the murder. That attorney just proved that their client didn't say something in a conversation that was documented, that something didn't happen. That is proving a negative. I really want to remind everyone again.
Okay, we can prove a negative. I got it. My glossar really goes into more depth on why the Sashley clip is important and showcases her dishonesty with the attempted doxing accusation she made against me. It may or may not go public. Ooh! I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that, Akumu.
Person who does lawyer LARP, whose audience thinks that she would be a good lawyer, sternly
Listen, they love the lawyer LARP.
Believes that it isn't possible
Don't
to
judge
prove
them.
negative, despite the fact she has done so in several videos on her channel.
Sure there is.
Actually, so
Cool.
about the phone number, did you know it was fake?
100% fake.
Oops.
Would you like me to elaborate on that?
Okay. So people are saying that 1 minute you doxed her, 1 minute it was attempting to dox. I know the number was fake because I saw a story.
I have no idea why Akumu is saying that it's all a story. What's all a story? Is it a story that the number was real? Because everyone I've been aware
It's
of
a story that the number was fake.
I'd been pretty relieved in knowing that the number wasn't real. Is it a story that Slimmers claimed the number was real? I don't understand.
Wait, everyone knew the number was fake. Ponder just
Again, come on. Everyone knew the number was fake. Now suddenly everyone knew it was fake.
said the number was fake. That's a contradiction. When I said the number was fake in my Slimmers video, Ponder and Nezzy tried to deny that. I played that clip earlier, but I'll play it again.
And not only that, the number wasn't technically fake. It was a temporary
And
number.
suddenly, it technically wasn't fake. Technically, it wasn't fake.
This is the exact same setup that I described from before. She's saying the same things that I said, as if she didn't try to argue against those things. If I say something, it's not true, nothing was factual in my video,
I'm just giving you the facts.
Nothing in this video is fact.
and she argues against it despite the facts. But after, she will happily say the same thing, and suddenly it's true. Suddenly, everyone knew the number was fake. You would think someone who keeps misrepresenting what their opposition says to claim there's a contradiction wouldn't contradict their own talking point in a video that was scripted and edited for months. Secondly, my words, because I saw the story, are referring to the story Slimmers put out, where she explained that the number wasn't real. Madame also put out a story saying as much. Slimmers also said the same thing.
Oh. She shared the number publicly on her story. She's saying apparently it's fake, but try anyways. She's openly inviting people to harass you. Well, if it's a fake number and she knows it's fake and doesn't work, it's not openly inviting people to harass them. Good, because I got that phone number from a free calling app. Literally just changed it in 5 seconds. Try again, madame. Thank goodness. F for whoever gets the number next, though.
In the replies on her post when someone came back to tell her that Madame had put out the text now phone number. Slimmers and Madame's Instagram stories were a big part of the conversation. You were lecturing me about these various posts and Instagram stories in the collab with Nezzy Monster.
Damn
Pumpkin! What's your problem? What's the damage? Goddamn kid.
said it was fake in a second post.
Yet all of a sudden you don't recall what I'm talking about? You have no idea. Really, Ponder? You're either really fucking dumb, or you're feigning ignorance again just to look like you have a point. So pick your poison.
I believe.
Listen, to be fair, Ponders is around my age. I also don't know what Instagram story is. Yeah, no, I would think she would know that.
It is trying to say that the
Oh
consequences
no,
of the phone
Oatmeal
number
voice is back. Oh, why?
being released isn't real.
I don't see how. It was a number that you could contact Slimmers at. It just happened to be a number she could disconnect very quickly when that harassment started. And that number being fake hasn't stopped people from harassing her.
As you can see on screenshots on top of
How do you harass someone with a fake number? Maybe a...
screenshots we have of you, Akumu, sending hate toward
Oh, of course, Akumu. I thought leaving comments wasn't harassment. The fuck are you talking about?
Slimmers, saying you were going to punish her. Like, get a checkup, man, like you told
We take it very seriously when you go around and tell someone that you will punish them. The thing is, Ponder talked about the Instagram stories in previous videos and this video. Crazy how that works.
everyone else who disagreed with you today. You're an extremely biased party. I had so many problems seeing through Akumu's own video on the subject, because it had so many issues. But I'm going to keep it at that for what I think about that.
Oatmeal voice has very...
Seeing through Akumu's own
Oatmeal
video on
voice has many problems with you, Akumu. With your own video.
the subject, because it had so many issues. But I'm going to keep it at that for what I think about the guy.
So that was a fucking lie.
Okay, alright, no, stop. Are you sure about this? Let's entertain this.
People spam calling text in the number probably what she meant, but whether it was real or not doesn't matter. Well, she knew it was fake. So, again, it's more... Doesn't matter. The thing is over 5-year-olds. Why am I even arguing?
Let's see where this goes. I'm sure it's going to turn out wonderful for you. The two of them insist the problem with the release of the Text Now phone number by stating that it was still a means of contacting Slimmers, which is contradicted by
Well,
Slimmers.
you can't contact them again if it's a fake number.
But that the number, being fake, hasn't stopped the harassment. And they show on screen my YouTube comments and tweets arguing with people, or Slimmers
Yeah, that's not him using the number to in quotation mark, harass them.
posting about me on her Instagram story. All of which has
And
nothing
again,
to do with
Slimmers talking about him.
Slummers' phone number. If you're going to argue that the number is still a means of reaching her despite not being a real phone number, that it being fake didn't stop harassment, as you want to call it, you then need to show me or someone else using that phone number to reach and harass Slummers. But they obviously couldn't do that because it didn't happen. I never attempted to reach out to that phone number, so they settled with subtly moving the goalpost.
Listen, you answering to that Twitter and comments is almost the same as you using the phone number. It's almost the same.
And showing my YouTube comments and tweets. But what I really want to focus on is Ponder and Stone claiming harassment, and then showing me arguing with Slummers and other people on YouTube and Twitter. So tweet.
This reminds me, in Beckett's stream there were people I saw still believing what Pomba and crew claimed about Nezzy. Still to this... About Nezzy? About Akumu, okay. You did not confuse Nezzy with Akumu. Deep Sea Monster, no. Still to this day Akumu's catching flack. Yeah, even in his comments there was... there were another... I will be nice, I will be nice. How do I say this nicely? How do I say this nicely? Banana bread. That was like, weren't you okay with a minor being doxxed?
Tweets and YouTube comments qualify as harassment to them. Fuck it. Let's play that victimhood Olympics game. Let's have that conversation. Let's follow their standard and keep it consistent. And let's put things into perspective. I was one individual who interacted with on and
Just call them slur.
off for roughly 3 months. These interactions were not one-sided. There's a reason only one video out of the dozen or more that were made on me back in 2020 only show my mean tweets. And hardly any of Slummers'
I can't believe he's doing mean tweets. He's doing mean tweets.
Akumu, you had alts that you made to harass Slummers. I used one alt at a time, and I never made any to block evade. The alts were made because these people were mass reporting my accounts to...
Can I eat the banana bread? Yes, you can, Quantum. Yeah, and again, he had to have alts because people were mass reporting his accounts. Funnily enough, nothing Akumu did to them. But he was the evil harasser.
Get them suspended. The guy in the video with Ponder, Darkness Stone, partook in that mass report campaign, and he had the gall to call me an extremely biased party.
You're an extremely biased party.
Tubby doesn't have a drop of self-awareness.
Medley, why are you censoring Deep Sea Monster? What did Deep Sea Monster do? So we didn't mean to do that, bruh.
Since Ponder and Stone deemed tweets as harassment, how about the dozens and dozens of people who were dogpiling me back in 2019 while I was arguing with Slummers?
Not only that, but the excuse they were making was as if Ponders didn't willingly participate in the dogpiling. Yeah, even Ponders was in the comments.
Many of whom mocked, made fun of me. How about the people poking fun, mocking, and falsely accusing me on Twitter and in YouTube comments before and after these videos? And many of them
I'm
were from
innocent
the
today, but only today, Deep Sea Monster, only today.
Commentary community. None of you screamed that I was being harassed by your community back then. Didn't Stone say in the lawsuit LARP video that they could say I was harassing Slummers on behalf of Madame or because of Madame?
And it could be reasonably argued that with that release of the phone number, the intention was for that singular incident to ripple outwards and cause additional distress.
Stop the lawyer LARP, please.
It's difficult to say for sure without getting lawyers involved. However,
if you talk about fucking laws, get a lawyer. Otherwise, shut up. Shut up. Especially you, oatmeal voice.
Happened to be a case where someone publicly made note that they were harassing Slummers as a result of the situation with Princess Ash, or it could be argued that they were harassing Slummers on behalf of Princess Ash, the case could be a tad stronger. Thanks, Akumu.
That's an interesting argument to make, because I can prove
Thanks,
people
Akumu.
were coming from their videos to make fun of me and falsely accuse me. It's just a matter of usernames, many of whom are in their comments and in mine. Omega the Half Skeleton, Flame the Shark, AJ...
Oh, Jesus, so many. I loved every second of this video. I've dealt with this guy before. And this is basically validates most of the shit I and many others had to deal with in the comments. Honestly, the dude's a dick. If he just didn't like Slummers, then it would be whatever, but nope, he just had to act like an egotistical, elitist, toxic brat that got mad because he wasn't believed to be right. It doesn't help that most of the scummy shit he pulled was deliberate. He meant to act like his opinion was fact and refused to make compromises. Oh, let me get the reading thing out. With his view on the situation, he meant to be an ass towards people who identified themselves as genders he didn't believe in. What does this have to do with it? Bother. He meant to send rude messages towards slumers on Twitter, evade suspension and bans using alt accounts. He meant to delete Slummer's comment on his video seemingly just because he hates her. Almost all of the shit that Akumu pulled had malicious/ill intent. I can honestly sympathize with him. I don't condone any hate towards this guy. But he can honestly screw off for all I care. Yeah, no hate, but the dude's a dick, an elitist, a toxic brat, and a fucking transphobe.
Game guy.
You were prompting harassment on slummers.
The first 3 that I just listed were in my comments for quite some time. If you go to
oh
my
my god, that was Fuchsia, my favorite. Fuchsia. 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 I just noticed your Battlefront username. That's freaking epic. Why are you paying attention to my usernames? But yeah, thanks I guess. It's an alt I use. Do you use a VPN when you play video games too? And that's relevant how? Oh, someone deleted their comment. Wow. Imagine trying to criticize the gameplay because you're bone dry of any original thought and just repeat points from others that have already been shot down. Well, I don't have other points against you, so you play shite.
If you go to my older videos in 2020, you'll find them.
I know what I'm watching later. AG Game Guy, huh? Guess my name is getting around, haha. I watched it last night. Needless to say, there's a whole lot to unpack here and I'm ready to set fire on the whole suitcase. Good luck. You did give him a peekaboo. Kumu, you little shite. Peekaboo. Love it.
In just about every single comment section and nearly every single thread of comments. That's especially true for Omega the Half Skeleton and AJ Game Guy. Dixie,
why do they all have such gay names?
Harmony or John Discordia or Nosy the Throw, whichever username he wants to.
Imagine dogpiling on a 16-year-old. Man, the SEC was pathetic. I regret getting into that rabbit hole years ago. Listen, at least you came crawling back out.
Use all the same.
You have not been too far gone.
He was commenting on her videos years ago. He was arguing with me in those comments.
Oh. Good lord, you really are trying to be Light Yagami. That's actually adorable. Anyhow, care to give me examples of these logical flaws? Any she hasn't already addressed or apologized for at this point? Akumu, pack of pronoun-obsessed idiots. Absolute gold. No, please continue to tell minors you're going to punish them. He says to a literal minor. And faceplate trying to dodge the fact that you were wrong about the situation, you lobotomized dog? Bruh.
And he's continued to.
Also, thank you for proving, by the way, that this harassment you keep levying to Nezzy and Ponder is over a 4-year-old grudge that you refuse to let go because you're an actual child. Well, he was an actual child back then. Womp fucking womp.
Post those videos into the more present, even falsy.
Hello, random stranger. I heard that this really bad person apparently is being awful to a minor by spreading her personal information. I have intentions on trying to show both sides of the situation by basically doubling down on the victim and giving the perpetrator a pass. So grant it could be the Olympics. I heard that her personal information involving a really horrible traumatic situation she was in is floating around out there. So I can fact check it. Can you give me, the person who just admitted I'm going to be antagonistic to the victim, that very personal information? Rare. As if Ponder didn't talk about punishing minors in October of 2019 exactly. Rare. Right over the head.
Accusing me of the same accusations from these videos. Amorous Mewan, Crazy Kint Gamer, Multi-Black...
Oh my god, it's Gingerbeard again. Ha, you're still going. It's rather delusional, if you will. I'm sure anyone can take this edgy comment as an empty threat. That's cute, lol. I try to put this to rest. Know what's one of your favorite sayings again? Ah yes, incorrect.
mind. Sage is lazy. Heedin Mitsuru. Cloudy
Jesus,
Days.
how
or
many-
Camby Angel.
Jesus.
I can keep going and I still wouldn't come close to naming them all. How about the people from Ponders audience who
I thought he moved on, but all he's doing is defending her and bringing bad interviews. It's a shame, and he gonna get punished again. Get punished, Akumu!
threatened to dox me? There's 2 of those. The
Oh, Ponders audience threatened to dox someone crazy.
first one went by several names. Demon Kuro.
I swear of God. I swear of God? Akumu, you seriously don't know what you put yourself into. You really don't. And I'm like, I don't know, 1 year older than you. You're acting. We will never know.
Maximus Kurosawa. Max Kuro. Art Saver.
Ah, there. You can't talk about whatever you want. You didn't read the laws and moral on freedom of speech. Pookie, I don't think you did either, honey. Can you only speak if you read the laws and moral of freedom of speech? It's crazy. I haven't read those either. You can have that taken away from you so easily. People use you and it shows a lot. Stop it and move on. Peace and love.
Demon. And she was arguing with me everywhere from
They didn't ramble for 2 hours. They talk about each thing you said to clear misinformation or to debunk your opinions and claims. Huh. They would never ramble.
Twitter to YouTube. Predominantly YouTube. On every channel, including my own. Claiming that they got my IP.
Damn, they really wrote a lot, bruh. You keep talking about the issue on YouTube and Twitter, so what the hell are you doing in life? You didn't even know that they got your IP address and banned you from some places due to you being a dumbass, toxic person. Slimmers showed her proof of you doing more wrong than anybody else. You can't block off hate.
At one point, she made a Google document
Bruh.
and shared it in several Discord servers, calling it for me to be banned.
Oh my god, I want the Google dokie. YouTube is supposed to stop creators from doing this, and I may be the only one who can show something that will help make him to continue. Oh my god, learn how to write. Continuing to spread false information about Slummers and to stop bullying them for no reason. Slummers already been hurt and have art stolen from Madame Princess Ash, and now being hurt by Akumu. Akumu is the type of YouTuber that will lie about things and trying to cover up his tracks. He is a bully who hates transgender people and trying to force them to be their real gender by calling them she instead of the gender they legally changed it to. Shows no respect, making fun of other people with things that are very personal and decide to comment back very in a hostile manner, which makes others backlash to the same behavior as Akumu does. YouTube, I'm not really asking much, but to delete his channel. Papa YouTube, Daddy YouTube, please. He's bullying me. And he should be punished by his actions, because this is very unprofessional and very wrong of what he does on YouTube and on Twitter. This is illegal. This is illegal. Because he continues to bully and harass others, making them insane or trying to commit to suicide. He got them to try to commit to suicide. YouTube is making me insane by playing like Yagami. YouTube, this teenager is playing like Yagami and me. This needs to stop, cause he is that dumb and shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. Best Google Doc, I need this. Akumu, I need this Google Doc. Akumu. This is so stupid.
From the internet. And she was later banned from Fuchsia Butter's Discord server for admitting to wanting to box.
The teenager could easily hurt my fifis. YouTube, this is illegal. What if I'm going to commit to suicide?
So they could figure out who I was, what alt account was mine, and FuchsiaButter's Discord server. Most of which I just described to you happened after Ponders videos. And plenty of the arguments were in Ponders comment sections and mine, if not Fox's.
Yeah, again, the problem is not even just Ponders videos. It's what came after, because of course, after the biggest person in the community put so many videos on him, the rest felt emboldened. And it just made everything much worse.
Who threatened to dox me, T. Stochi, specifically commented that on one of my Ponder videos.
Oh. Not your all meat rider switching up when he defends a bitch who said Slumers wasn't vaped. You're all fake ESF. And Akumu, you're still you. And if I ever get you IP, I will do what you supported Madame for doing. Hope you leave YouTube. Or just stop uploading. Half your fans are gay. And don't know you are homophobic. So, I love that he hearted it.
And repeated the same
I can't believe Akumu is homophobic. Oh no.
False accusation that I tried to dox Lemurs as her own justification for wanting to dox me. Oh wait, Ponder has argued with me in YouTube comments.
Dude, can you do a Carl Reza impression? What the fuck is a Carl Reza? Oh, he has Ponders! Ooh. Well, it kinda matters, because, first, that's a claim by you, and I literally can't see whether or not that's the truth. And two, it hints that your video has been potentially very poorly received despite its low view count. Additionally, my guy, I'm 6 minutes in, and you've got some major problems. For one thing, you flat out don't understand how art theft works in the digital field. Which is how it's being referred to in this situation. Well, yeah, the 16-year-old doesn't know how art theft works in the digital field. Fuck you. Oh, I gotta add this to my Ponder glossary. It's the 7th example of an audience claiming I defended Madame's attempt to dox. Listen, what you do is illegal, Akumu. What if someone goes insane because of you? We do not talk about the maid dress ranger. Not entirely accurate. I suggest rewatching that part in the video, understand? To understand, theft actually requires something to be taken. I point this out. No, I'm pretty familiar with how illegal use of the copyright content works. Madame states herself that the artwork was a commission. Therein, there needs to be a transaction of ownership. And that transaction didn't happen. Which means that Madame is using content that she doesn't have a right for a purpose that does not fall under fair use. Rewatching that section does not change my mind that you don't understand the situation. If you want to explain it in depth, then I would be willing to listen, but then you'll remain ignorant. Well, that's a tad bit telling. I've outright stated that I would be willing to hear your side, and I've presented you with the opportunity to explain it because I felt that, based on my understanding of what's being discussed, your video, or how you presented yourself in it, showcase that you don't have a firm grasp on the concept at hand. And rather than explain your side and try to help me understand where you're coming from, you choose not to. Okay, thanks. This has been enlightening.
Ponders argued with me in tweets and made a shitty meme to mock me.
Listen, Yen can do no wrong. Yen can do no wrong.
Which he posted on Twitter. There's Darkness Stone admitting in his Discord server that he messed with me on Twitter. Someone else in that
Oh, even Darkness Stone, huh?
nut house of a hug box admitted to making a meme about me and sending it to me. Stone and Ponder clearly drew the line at one person's tweets and comments and insisted that it was harassment. Oh, how horrible it was! But when their community of thousands are doing such to one person, even coming from them and peddling their false claims, not
you forget to mention you are like Mega Satan at this point, so doesn't matter. It's the evil Mega Satan.
Peep about that. They don't want to talk about it. Now that these standards are knocking on their door in search of some consistency, they're leaping up.
Oh no.
the back window and booking it down the street. They're done with this kind of content. They're putting it behind them. Find an example of me saying I wanted Slimmers to die, calling her a cum chalice, threatening to assault her, talking about how I want to hit her, or how about...
Excuse me, what did I just see? Don't add fuel to the fire. Akumus not a threat. He's just a little boy. Drop it into fucking hell. I'm not even subscribed to Lucy either. A bigoted boy I'd like to see die. Lol. I'm right with most people.
I wanted Slimmers to die, calling her a cum chalice, threatening to assault her, talking about
Me getting ready to beat Akumus' ass.
how I want to hit her, or how about fantasizing about her getting arrested.
Just a kid and his mom getting pummeled by batoons before getting dragged into 2 separate patrol cars. I would grab my popcorn for that. Me too, just a lovely sight I would watch for sure. I would even record it too. Ooh, savage lol. The polarization of the new definition of accountability in this generation is just outrageous. I know. The biggest issue I have with it is the age excuse. Like, where the fuck did that came up? Seriously, who came up with that? I would record the screams too. Very normal behavior, yep.
For something she didn't do. This can keep going, but for the sake of your sanity and mine, I'll
You're evil, Akumu. Weevil. Mega Satan.
stop here. You can't find any examples of that from me, because I'm not nearly as unhinged as this crowd, this community, very
You say that, but we all know there's some darkness.
openly was towards me. But they have the fucking gall.
What you thought about it. And it's a part 2, great. No, you're joking. Part 3 or 4 of one of his video? Oh, fuck. No, part 3 or 4 in the Ponder Stone collab. Ponder got doxed in the video premiere in one of them. I could be wrong. A Year of Slender says the serial harasser / doxer that got called up for harassing and doxing.
Call me the serial harasser and play me up as the bigger problem. All because I wouldn't give them the
I
satisfaction
would have
of their
thought they
lives
hate
going...
the police. I know they are all for police brutality. True, Squee. Wow, I didn't know they support police brutality. I'm shocked and appalled.
unchecked. It's only ever harassment when it serves them for victim points with an audience.
Maybe that's why Ash let you interview her.
Even in Nani's video, which was the first video made on the matter, Nani acknowledges that the phone number was from an app.
It was a really well-known fact since the beginning.
How dare you not disliking the My Hero Academia ships? Very, very homophobic of you, Akumu. Very homophobic. But why don't you like the gays? Yeah, that's insane, Akumu. That's insane. Satan.
One knew from the beginning. If that's the case, Stone, why was Ponder and Nezzy Monster trying to argue against it when I pointed that out?
I'm just giving you the facts.
Nothing in this video is fact.
Also...
Oh, nothing. Nothing in this video is fact.
Are you serious?
The number was fake and she said it was in the post. So it wasn't by definition a dox.
Listen, this teenager disagreed with My Hero Academia ship. And I took that personally.
Because it isn't real.
That's not how that works. Criminal intent is the intention to break the law. Madame said it was fake in a second post.
Whenever I hear Nezzy's voice, there's criminal intent on my mind, okay?
Not the first one. She was under the impression the number was real, and thus means she showed criminal intent. And not only that, the number wasn't technically fake.
To look like they corrected me on something? Further solidify that nothing in my
Listen, we will correct the correction.
was fact, despite later claiming the exact same things I did. If everyone knew from the beginning that the number was...
It's very funny to first... They try to disagree with him so hard. First they disagree on all his points, and then they steal all his points for the next one. It's very funny.
Fake. Why were they previously arguing against that? Oh, right, because I said it.
Yeah, sure, if someone made a video where they screwed up that part of the situation, fine, but shock of all shocks, Akumu is just as bad at giving examples and evidence as Ash is.
All right, keep these words in mind.
Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, she did tell him not to mention anyone who made videos on her, so...
100%. Claire even said it was fake. And...
Yeah.
Listen, Akumu, if you ever disagree with one of my ships, it's so Jova.
It was 100% fake.
And yet, despite Ash claiming that she knew the number was fake and that she...
You're not allowed to think criminally, but if you do it in English. I will.
She could elaborate on that. Guess who doesn't do that?
She's basically doing
I
nothing
would
to...
never if it was a real number, I would never, ever dox someone. She has my real number. She could easily leak that, and I'm surprised she hasn't.
Listen, you know what builds trust? Equally assured destruction.
Because she's willing to, like, go...
Fuck, wrong word. Mutually assured destructions. Nothing builds trust like that.
To extremes and lie about me and, like, you know, fabricate a story that never happened and make, like, her social media about me. It's really creepy, but the fact she hasn't leaked my number, okay, cool. If I were to actually have leaked a real number, don't you think she would have done it back? I mean, if she's apparently 15, that's kind of how they behave. The way I saw it, and by the way, there's evidence that it's fake. I mean, I didn't know she said that. I don't check her social media because I, like, blocked her on Discord and then she blocked me on Instagram, which is, like, fine. I never really checked her page since. But... Shit, sorry. I need
Imagine hearing this as an adult in your late 20s and you're like, yeah, I need to get involved in that. I will argue with these teenagers.
Seemed to caught Ash in another lie. Shocking. Ash didn't know the number was originally fake. I can agree that she maybe thought it was suspicious, sure, but she didn't know it was fake, because of her own wording while releasing the number. It states in one of her Snapchat stories, the one where she released the phone number, she didn't know that the number was fake. She said, so apparently this number is fake. Which means she didn't know the number was fake to begin
Bruh. You used the wrong word. Get fucked.
with. Her own wording gives her away again.
Gee, now I guess we know why Ash didn't explain why she knew the number was fake.
There are two problems here. A, after previously pretending that they had no idea what I was talking about to make it look like I was talking out my ass, they then bring up the very thing I was talking about. Funny how that works. The habit goes two ways. If I bring it up, they proclaim it's not true even if it is, such as the phone number being fake, but then they'll admit on their own that the number was fake. And apparently everyone knew that. Or if I bring it up, they pretend that they have no idea what I'm talking about, and then bring it up themselves afterwards. And secondly, or B, ponder, you should really pick a story.
Oops.
In the collab with Nezzy Monster,
Again, Myriad, Madame also was just 18 at this time. Don't expect her to be smart enough to think of that.
you two claimed that Madame followed up with a second post after releasing the number that said the number was fake. That she didn't initially
Do you like the thumbnail, Dipsy Monster? I'm glad you like it.
know it was fake when she released it.
Madame said it was fake in a second post.
Now you're saying Madame said it was fake when she initially released it.
But she didn't know it was fake, because of her own wording while releasing the number. It states in one of her Snapchat
so in
stories,
the okay, wait. The one where she released the phone number.
Where she released the phone number, she didn't know that the number was fake. She said, so apparently this number is fake.
Why can't your story stay consistent?
As well,
That's hard. But that's hard. We can't stay consistent here.
said she would never do that to a real number. But that is also a lie. She did it to a person before the Slimmer situation, whom she believed was harassing her. She also said things like, do you want this guy's address? As well as driving to their house, taking a picture of it, and posting it on their Instagram story with
Yeah, why don't you talk about this way more insane story about Madame?
the threat. She had threatened this person's life multiple times.
I feel like that's a bigger thing than not crediting Slimmers. I be real.
No, Ash wouldn't do that, would she?
Look at you go.
I feel like that's a bigger story. I love how they just casually drop that. I love how they just really casually drop that. What?
Finding a proper, real contradiction, a gold star for you. However, this presents a question. Why were you all more focused on the fake number situation and specifically trying to deny the number being fake when I pointed it out, then admit it yourselves, rather than the real phone number that was released and Madame driving to the person's fucking house? 'Cause art theft.
More art theft. Because, dude, it's the ACC. Art theft is a top priority. Fuck everything else. Bruh.
From the very beginning, you people have had offset priorities with your moral crusades. You were already squealing about her prior to Madame releasing the fake phone number, which is
Like, listen, I get that not crediting an artist is a shitty thing to do. Again, I think it's even weirder for Madame to start a fight even after she found out that this was a 15-year-old instead of dropping it. But I feel like going to someone's house and wanting to murder them is kind of the bigger thing here. Like, just saying. Maybe I'm just schizophrenic. I mean, I'm very neurotypical, so.
is one of the things that motivated her to do so. But if I acknowledge that, I must be defending the doxing. I must be defending Madame trying to dox.
Stop. God, two-faced.
Motivated her to do so. But if I
100% agree. This drama is literally just to boost Akumu No, everyone knows who he is. Ew. Agree. Akumu is the one that got called out by Ponder. The Ponder! For saying that Slumers was at fault for Ash doxing her? What? Are these people retarded? Are these people retarded? I know who the evil dude of Pocahontas is.
Acknowledge that. I must be defending the doxing. I must be defending Madame trying to dox Slimmer.
And this is coming from a dude that didn't do any research during the Madame situation, took a doxer's side and justified the doxing of a damn minor. I really like the name Kai. There's a tranquility to it. What? I still wish you well and hope you stay safe. Doxing is illegal, no matter how bad the person. There's no justification for it, so I was confused why he would defend Princess Ash on giving out the phone number of a minor. I do hope the artists she screwed over are doing better and are safe. The Ponder.
That's the angle you all spun on it. Obviously.
Goddamn Zoomer. Already read that one. Oops.
And you didn't want that acknowledged. The fact is, you all have squealed more about the fake number situation in fucking credit over.
Oh yeah, the complimentary credit I gave her on my About Me descriptions until she decided to send No Lives Like You after me. Complimentary because she didn't have a fucking PayPal when I asked her for prices. Yeah, actually go fuck yourself. As Leafy would say, cringe. Keep yourself safe. You and whoever else she sent after me are the reason she won't be getting credit now. Not because I didn't want her to get it, but I can't credit or send my followers that I worked hard to get for 2.5 years to a shitty person that decided to send people after me for no valid reason. Sorry, I can't promote that. Go screenshot, go talk about me. I love your attention. Dude, you're actually scum. Literally credit the artist and all of this drama will go away. Trust me, people are gonna cancel the hell out of you if you don't.
Artwork than the fact that she actually did dox people. She's doxed other minors before, and that she was making threats to people like Jamesy. But you didn't talk about it then. You only wanted to talk about it once the situation with Slumers happened. And there was the
Yeah, funny how that works.
art theft allegations.
Now the question is, did Ash forget that she had publicly given out someone's phone number before, or was she hiding this little snippet from her past?
She just might have something else to hide.
Oh!
Most fake numbers that
Where
I
are they
know
going
of,
with that?
Oh. Bro, these people can never make fun of someone for anime speeches, I swear to God. Only I can do that.
probably they can't receive messages. They have to start it, then they can receive messages. They
Mhm.
have to start the chat. That's how
Yeah.
most that I've used have worked.
I believe she used a text-free number.
Should be taken into consideration, neither Akumu nor Ash have stated what the app that Slimmers used was, which means that they can't guarantee that the app works the same way as the ones Akumu is familiar with. This also makes a little less sense for Akumu to assume this, given that Slimmers gave the number to Ash with the option for Ash to start the conversation, not the other way around like he's stating it should have happened.
We, however, were able to ask Slimmers what the app was and how it worked. The app is called TalkTone, and according to Slimmers, you can receive texts and calls when using
Bro, what is with all these people using these alternative things?
the number. It's not necessary the person using the number starts the conversation
I'm too old for this.
in order to receive those messages.
I kinda agree with Slimmers here. If Akumu isn't gonna bother doing some research on the topic, he probably shouldn't be speaking on something he has absolutely
Three critical pieces of evidence to prove a negative.
no knowledge of. At least do a little bit of research.
Yeah, Ponder.
For real,
At least do a little bit
Akumu,
of
at least do a little bit of research. Nerd emoji.
research. Happily take the two L's here. Slimmers was using the app Talkatone, not Text Now.
Look
like
at
I claimed. I
Akumu
also
flex.
tested Talk-
Look at Akumu flexing again. Like a smug little shit. Yeah, taking the L. Yeah, I did wrong. See how easy it is? See how easy it is? How he already did like 3 times, but all that is expected of Ponders. He only casually did like 3 times already in this video. It's insane.
Tone out, and they're right. It can receive messages from unknown numbers. It does not have to start the conversation like I had previously claimed. That's on me. The other problem still remains. Why did you argue against me when I said it was a fake number, only for you to say it was a fake number and that everyone knew? I thought nothing in my Slumers video was fact.
And the reason I decided to put it out there is because I was like, damn, this person not only lied after I gave them credit.
But dude, Panda would never. She never gonna lie, never gonna die. Never gonna cry.
And was like really nice to them, but they're like asking people to like come for me like
Yeah,
continuously. So I was like,
she condoned it and she said to go after you.
She did not. It could be
Yeah,
interpreted
they
as
argued
meaning
over the app, but know what happened. For real, for real.
that, but it could also be interpreted as not meaning that, especially considering at the time Ash had attempted to dox Slumers already and sent people to harass her. And the Instagram story in question stated that what Ash was doing was quote unquote not allowed, potentially indicating that harassment was not okay as well.
Again, as many of them said before. No, this is them saying, I don't know what else is worth, art theft or pressuring. I saw her comment reply. I don't think attacking won't make her listen, but there's nothing else we can do but that. So you guys can comment, I don't mind. I thought comments are harassment. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Again, the double standards. If we do it, it's fine. If you do it, it's harassment. You're stalking me. Why are you so obsessed?
Well,
Oh, you're doing the same thing from the collab with Nezzy Monster, trying to reinterpret it in different ways than what is literally said to avoid me being right, potentially indicating that harassment
Don't you dare be right.
is not okay as well. Let's see where this goes.
actually, with that in mind, and now that I'm directly looking at the image, yeah, no. The question Slummers is answering is, does it help to comment and pressure her to credit you, or would that make it worse? It was this course of action that Slummers was responding to. What is being referred to here does not inherently mean harassment. Commenting and telling a person to give credit to the artist they are effectively stealing from.
We're just commenting. We're just commenting. I'm back with wings, garlic bread, and cookies. I want some garlic bread right now. The number they have is an app call number. Not even actual phone number. As in, if it was real, people could easily be blocked. Yeah, you can just change the number, you know. Like, you can really easily just get rid of it. I would guess.
From is not harassment. I'm about 100% done with this claim.
How about you read Slumers' entire response? The person Slumers is replying to asked her, does it help to comment and pressure her to credit you, or would that make it worse? And Slumers said, I don't know what else is
Oh,
worse.
pressuring her. Pressuring her. Now that sounds like harassment.
I saw her comment reply. I don't think attacking it won't make her listen, but Slumers meant will make her listen, but there's nothing else we can do but do that. So you guys can comment, I don't mind. Slumers is telling them that they can comment, that she doesn't think attacking Madame would make Madame listen, but there's nothing else they could do but that. Ponder skirts around that by solely focusing on the end portion. What she's doing is not allowed, and saying that potentially could be referring to harassment not being allowed, despite Slumers herself first referring to it as an attack.
I just took hard emotional damage from that realization. Yeah. It really is insane.
That there was nothing else they could do but that, and saying she didn't mind if they continued. Ponder is also contradicting herself. Twice now they've said YouTube comments and tweets qualifies harassment. I've shown you this. They even previously said they could argue in a court of law that I was harassing Slumers on the behalf of Madame or because of Madame. But here they are, now making excuses for when Slumers is condoning the very same actions
Yes,
they
because
previously called
Slumers
harassment. Such
is a
impeccable
pure little angel, okay? She can do no wrong. Again, it's 5 years old, so Slumers was the pure little angel, and Madame and Akumu were the evil, evil devils.
timing to start singing a different song and tune. Now, a lot of people bring up the age difference and platform size, that Madame was older and far larger, so Slumers got leniency. However, Ponder in the community contradicted that too.
Oh, really funny when you then think about, well, Akumu didn't really have a community, so yeah. And again, I was also much younger than Ponders. The age difference between him and Ponders was a whole lot bigger than between Madame and Slumers.
I was 16 and I had no following, and they were losing their fucking minds about me. He's condoning harassment to Slumers, despite me not having an audience. They flip-flopped in real time, and that was my entire point that I wanted to show. They condemned Madame for condoning and advocating for what they deemed a targeted harassment campaign. They made excuses when Slumers condoned and advocated for it. They condemned me for condoning and advocating for it. I'm 100% done with these inconsistent excuses.
Yes, and which was why I decided not to work with her anymore. And I did everything.
Congratulations to first place, Smout.
I could to, you know, I don't know how to articulate it, just like be a good person to work with, and I just was not receiving that back. And the reason I just didn't want to work with her is because she kept sending people after me, and then in the DMs acting like she I don't know, like she still wanted to
She's
work with me,
innocent.
and she's sorry, and she's like a saint, and it was really weird. And I was like the first time, which I guess I could provide like a screen recording for you, she was like sending people after me. It was like while we were cool, and I saw it, and so I DM'd her.
You're changing your story again.
Also, wow,
I really don't like the oatmeal voice guy.
Akumu, having your own bias show through there. You're a really bad interviewer. Ash tries to talk about how Slumers acts like she still wants to work with her, and Akumu
I heard my name and logged in just to hear oatmeal singing. Well, that should tell you something, Saint. That should tell you something.
interrupts to infer that Slimmers is acting quote-unquote like she's innocent. Yeah, we can all see what angle you're approaching this from, my guy.
You originally said you worked things out with Slimmers and then got mad at her for someone posting a comment, which we had already proved.
Also, it really bothers me that his buttons are off-center. It really bothers me. Also, is that like... ski mask? Or is that supposed to be hair and a beard? I don't know.
Proven. Now you're saying that she sent people after you and then you DM'd her. You're mixing up your story.
This is what happens when you have retards work on your project. None of what Stone just described is a mix-up or contradiction. It's the literal series of events. Slimmers vent posted about the lack of credit in Madame's description, and she had also commented on one of the videos. Madame and Slimmers did eventually...
Stop crashing out, Falgi. Don't you dare. He looks like a Labubu. He does. No crashing out, Falgi. Behave. It's hair and an oversized scarf. That's supposed to be hair. Bleh.
talk about the credit on Discord, and Madame initially fixed it. They were fine. Madame then saw the comment coming from Slimmers' vent post, Nightfish's comment, and Madame DM'd Slimmers about it on Discord, accusing Slimmers of sending people after her.
I can imagine that you had to be agreeable and walk on eggshells when you're speaking to someone like Madame. You know anything about her actions. Yeah, but again, in this case, they didn't even have to make shit up, you know? Yeah, they didn't even have to make shit up in this. There were enough things against her.
And then she blocks.
I used to be a Darkness Stone fan, so I sadly know. Smout. Smout. I'm judging you. I'm judging you, Smout.
Slimmers herself detailed this exact series of events in the interview with Nane, so this is going to be a lengthy clip.
In a few weeks, and it's just my stuff wasn't credited. And I was like, okay, well maybe she will credit like later on today. So I posted on my story on my spam account, because on my art account I see it as I want to post art most of the time, then like, and then my spam account is something I express my real feelings to, kind of like a vent account. Don't mind this.
It's okay, Smout. We all have been young and dumb once. Only once.
Stupid typo. I did a typo on that one, and it's kind of embarrassing because I sound like a barbarian. But I was excited. I was like, still didn't get.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to stop the stream. Stop the stream. What do you mean tomato sauce on your garlic bread, Yen? The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean tomato sauce on the garlic bread? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's sick. Disgusting.
Credit though, but it's okay. This is exciting. But I said the is exciting, and
exactly, that's just pizza. That's not a fucking. That's garlic bread. That's just pizza bread. What the fuck? Gross.
What? I don't know. I don't know where the comment is still, which I guess she replied and said, "Hey, you know, my friend Slimmers. So I was waiting for credit. It's been like 2 days or so, and I was like, hey, that's weird. Like, why am I not credited?" So it take her like a while to DM back. Like, it sometimes will take her a day or so to reply back.
Wife, we dip our bread in marinara sauce here. You know I can't eat that. You know I can't eat. It's fine to dip it in sauce, but not spread it. Don't spread it on the bread. I love it. I love to dip it in garlic sauce.
So it was stupid of me to freaking comment it anyway, but I did because like at that moment I was getting a little bit upset, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna comment this, and I think it was stupid.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I see what she's saying when she says that she was upset that you commented and didn't do the,
Saint, you can spread anytime. It's not spicy at all, I promise. Yeah, so it seems like, so she was waiting for her credit, didn't get in time, so she vented on some Instagram story. Okay, got it.
PM private message, but like, I mean, regardless, I don't think it justifies her reaction. Like, if it were me, like, I mean, I don't know why I'd be paying an artist considering I draw, but or just getting art in general, and I didn't credit somebody, I would not be angry at them. I'd probably be angry at me.
I don't know why I would bring gun. So and then some of her friend commented on Madame, "Hey, how dare you not give my friend credit?" And then Madame crashed out. Got it.
Because I'd feel so bad. But I mean, maybe that's me because I'm an artist too, and I understand. But I don't know.
We got it, honey. You're an artist.
Because by the off chance I stopped reading YouTube comments. Wait, I stopped reading YouTube comments that I wouldn't have seen. I'm gonna just give credit instead of a verbal shout out, which wasn't exactly the deal that we made in the call. I said,
"What do you mean I have left you unanswered? What the fuck do you want, Falgi? What the fuck do you want? Do you have something important to say, or do you just want to crash out on me? I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock, Sesty boy. Fine. What do you want?
Oh.
What do you want?
Hello, Dew.
What do you want?
I have a bone to pick with you.
What is it?
How can you be so disrespectful to Italian American culture
Always.
and say that you cannot dip your garlic bread in marinara sauce? That is not pizza.
I didn't say that you can't dip it in it. I just said you shouldn't spread it on it. That's just pizza.
No, it's not pizza. It's
literally pizza.
It's literally pizza. It's a vastly different thing.
Literally pizza.
It's vastly different.
Literally pizza bread.
It is not. It's not the same thing. It's not the same composition. You're out of your mind.
Literally
You're German.
Pizza bread.
I can't believe you would do this. This is fascism. This is what the Nazis were doing. I know it.
Listen, you know what the Italians did in the Second World War?
Also fascism. Also, I have a second bone to pick
What did the Italians do back then?
Fascism.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I disavowed that.
The same. I also have a second bone to pick with you.
The fuck you want?
I'm sorry. There's 50 of you in this chat, and I don't see many likes. Let's like Dew's video. We are going to put this channel at 500 subs because Dew told you to make your go to 500 subs. Isn't that right, Dew?
What?
It's the push to 500 subs.
Oh yeah. On the way. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Is this what you do to me? That I come and I come?
You come? You come?
Yeah, you would like that,
Stop
wouldn't
coming
you?
on stream, bro.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
Not on stream.
All right. Well,
No
you have fun with this.
No gooning in VC. No gooning in
Well, you
call.
can goon in my DMs anytime. Also, have fun with this. There's going to be a part in the... Oh! This is actually something I would say. You're going to get to a point in the video. I have conferred with somebody who did a retrospective on Madame. Everyone missed it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say. I love you, Dew.
Wow.
I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Italians. Fucking swear to God. Boop, boop, boop. I need to reorganize here everything. Fuck me. There we go. Falgi, everyone. Falgi off the op block. Disliking and unsubscribing. Understandable.
She said and offered, I will also shout you out in a video. And I was just like, oh, that's great. And I did tell her, hey, if you're gonna make the thumbnail, make sure to credit me in the bio, not in the bio, the description. And she made a deal. So she was supposed to credit me by using my art in the description, and then eventually shout me out in one of her videos. That was the feel. And I don't know why she was like, oh, I'm going to cancel the shout out, I guess, because now you want this, and which wasn't our deal. So she was very, I guess, angry at that. Like, I understand what upset, but she...
Love my fuffs together, even if he's coming or something.
She sounded very angry, which wasn't something I expected. So she said, okay, firstly, you should DM me by off the chance I stopped reading YouTube comments, then I would have never seen it. I'm going to just give credit instead of a verbal shout out. Whatever prefers is fine by me. Also, what's strange is that you respond to the thumbnail here, but then just now asked me to do this, but okay. I don't know why she found that strange. I mean, I've just been waiting for her to give me...
Cloudy, the second dog is already in work.
You know, credit, and I don't know why she's saying it just now. Yeah, I'm saying it just now because I did waited for you. I gave you a chance to wait. So she's like, just now.
Listen, part 2 is in the works.
You do this, but okay, take your credit. The shout out then, lol. I wanted to pay you anyway. Shout out / credit was because you didn't have a PayPal. No one credits their commission unless it's free, complimentary by the artist. I have mixed feelings about that.
No, there's no mixed feelings.
What?
Like, you always credit your artist. I don't care if you paid them $1,000. You always credit your artist. Unless they say otherwise. Unless, you know, you talk to your artist and be like, hey, I'm not gonna credit you because blah blah blah. I don't know why you wouldn't. Like, at least in the description.
Bo's always coming or going. But when will he address allegations? Truly. Suffering builds character. True, Akumu. You know what? Falgi needs to suffer more. I completely agree with that one. Little suffering has never hurt anyone. Just a little more suffering. Just a little more. You can't sleep. We have movie night. More premiere. Oh, I need to wear something. Well, I'm really happy that your video is out, Yen. I'm really happy.
And I'm not saying, go subscribe to My Little Pony Gamer 92 for drawing my thumbnail today or something, but in the very least, the pinned comment or the description. Like, especially if it was free.
Yeah, I was like, so it's just like weird.
Yen did it more like Yen finally did it. Jesus.
That she said that, and she was like, the way she said, take your credit, f the shout out, I guess. I was like, is she angry or she's like upset? But this sounded like anger than upset. Like, I didn't think one comment would make her this angry. So I said, she's like, then of course credit, which was the plan, but okay, I got you. And I said, I mean credit in the description of your videos. Then she said, yeah, that's the plan. I said,
it's almost 2 hours long. And
got you. Boom, done. Just DM me because I stopped reading the comments after 48 hours. So I was like, thank you. That's all I wanted, not hating. But
Ryan.
It was just...
Why is there a delay on the fucking pause button? That's gay. Well, thank you, Wayne. Falgi, are you made of sugar? Suck it up. Exactly. And you all get your head pats. Oh, fuck, why is it not? There we go. You all get your head pats. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. We all get autism together. We all get autism together. I'm very proud of every single one of you. Do make a video? No. Can I request a star sticker? No!
I think I would like, smiley face. Not angry, just let you know. She said, yeah, of course. But it's kind of whack. You wouldn't just DM me after we've had phone calls and stuff. Yeesh. By off chance, I stopped reading comments like this, and she's just repeating herself. I was like, she said, what do you expect? Has this been...
This is messed up. That was mean. I would never be mean, Portabella. I would never be mean.
Wait, has this been commented a day later? I would have seen it. Which is weird that she says that now.
Why are they reading about crediting artists? Because the whole Slimmers drama was literally just Madame not crediting Slimmers after she agreed to crediting her. Because she couldn't pay her, because Slimmers was a minor and didn't have PayPal. We can't steal the Beckett stars, Bella. That would be fucked up.
Commented that, like, that was 11:25. The time I commented that was 5 minutes ago. So that means I commented that in like 11:20. That's just something that the public opinion can't. Like,
I don't want Beckett anymore. I still want my stickers. I can offer you a haunting. How about a haunting? Do you want a little ghost?
Decide if that's true from me or not, because again, I don't have proof. But that is something I do remember. She said, yeah, of course it's kind of whack, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what do you expect?
Whoa, Yen, why are you giving Falgi the information, not me? The new info will definitely solidify some people's suspicion about the George Raccoon stuff. Ooh!
Had this been commented a day later, I wouldn't have seen it. I just got weirded out. You would have just told me directly. But, iller. But, I understand, like, her saying that part. I was like, that part's understandable. I know it was weird that I didn't tell you her directly, even though I have her Discord. Even if it takes her a while to reply back.
You know what's even funnier? There are two ways, so none of this would have happened. Either Madame would have credited Slimmers, or if Slimmers wouldn't have called out Madame for it. None of this would have happened.
Should have named her. She said she was... What?
Hey, thank you, Ranger. You stole my organs. Please send help. No, those are mine now. You can get head pets. You don't need your organs if you have head pets. There you go. See? Now it's almost like your organs are back again. Thank you very much, Ranger.
Wait, Luke. I can't say that. She was Luke. What's the artist name? I'm not joking. That's what it says in her. So she was just like, blah, blah, credit. She's like, I knew that video would be big and just, I don't know, plug your Insta, but
I tried telling my doctor about that duo, but he started just yelling and breaking stuff. Falgi, your doctor.
See that the credit description and about me is more beneficial because it's long term, so I will add you right now. Also, my friend who's a STJ. Yeah, an ST Greamer.
An STD?
Wanted to commission, like, oh my god, there's typos, I'm not even joking. A streamer that wanted to commission from you. I didn't tell her you didn't have a PayPal, by the way. She was like, that was the artist's name, so I sent her away just to Zoop Duke.
Because one of the weirdos didn't credit. No, the FCK just came into existence because Madame didn't credit Slimmers. Because the FCK was originally made as a anti-Madame server, so, yeah. Butterfly effect, bro.
Instagram, if you ever open a PayPal, hit her up. And I was just like, so I replied, it's okay, I understand, I was just upset at the moment. Sure, it was messed up, I didn't DM you, but I'm sorry for that, that was sucky of me. I clearly apologized and said that was sucky of me and I'm sorry. And then she goes again, saying, yeah, kind of shit considering we had phone calls, and she's repeating herself. This is like the third time she repeated herself. And she's like, yeah, kind of shit considering we've had phone calls and most YouTubers stop reading comments. Most YouTubers.
This is so cringe.
Stop reading comments after the upload, but okay, luckily I checked today. Lol. She was really aggressive and like I was like, I'm sorry, and then she's like, yeah, but still it was kind of shit. Like she kept repeating herself and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like yeah, all good, here you go. And then she credited me. And she's like, and don't worry about
just say I'm an edgier version of Leafy. Cringe.
About future uploads, I don't think I'll forget to add you again. If I use the art for thumbnails, I'll be mindful.
Now listen, Falgi, that's just little side tidbit, okay? You don't need to know about that. But she didn't credit, did you hear? It's crazy, right? Falgi. She also stalked and wanted to kill someone. But that's not important. Anyways.
And I'm like, okay, Ashley. And I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick. I just wanted credit in the description. That's all. You don't have to credit me every single video. Which I mean, she doesn't have to credit me. What I mean by she doesn't have to credit me every single video, I mean by she doesn't have to credit me even with the thumbnail not being there. So that is also my fault. That's another mistake I did. That's my fault for not being specific there. I said only the ones where you use my thumbnails. Okay, I was kind of being specific. Only the ones where you use my thumbnails. I should have mentioned it first in the call. Because I'm like, maybe I didn't mention it in the call. That's why I said it. I was like, maybe I didn't mention it in the call properly. That's why I said I should have mentioned it first in the call. And I'm sorry, I said...
I'm gonna show this chat to an old people home and see what happens. Only the best things.
In the comments, I was very upset. But I do...
Falgi! That's unimportant. Did you not hear? She didn't credit someone. Don't you take this serious? No respect for artists. I see how it is.
I don't want to argue at all. I'm not even angry at you. It was just a mistake I should have mentioned beforehand. But I'll tell you now, and I'll delete the comment. So that's why I delete the comment at that moment. And at that moment, I was just like, oh, well, you know, maybe like... I said I got you with the credit, haha. You don't got to do anything. It's fine. I thought we agreed on some video shout out. I forgot, but it was viral. But she's like saying like about the. She's not saying making one video about the shout out. She said she was gonna it was gonna be like her talking about another situation, and I'll eventually be in the video as a shout out. So she said, but I see the issue with that, it won't be long term. So I will be sure to always have credit. And I said, I should have told you the thumbnail thing. I'm really sorry, Ashley. And she's like, plus, I mean common sense if I use it for the thumbnail, right? I just forgot this time. So she mentioned that she forgot. And she's like, yeah, it's all good. I'm like, I'm glad you can still use my art as well, and I'll still work for you. I thought bringing this up would be good. At that moment, that was just a minute ago. And I guess she read a comment where I can't find it now, but someone did say, which was,
I can't find it now, but
my friend that is also an artist that take crediting works very seriously, and they don't really want me to give their at right now, but they commented like, hey, Slimmer said that you didn't credit her. She said that you didn't credit her in the story. You know, you got to credit her. And then I guess she took that as an attack. It was just one comment. I looked, it was literally one comment. Like, my comment was deleted. Oh yeah, Allah. But there was only one comment. It was just one comment. I'm just letting you know now. And this is what's her reply, just by seeing the comment. Yeah, so you just hope people come after me and comment on my social media about crediting you, even though I've literally agreed on giving you a verbal shout out. Then we discussed long-term crediting of my about section, etc. I don't want to work with you.
Oh. Recipient is only accepting direct messages from friend, or you were blocked by the recipient.
Anymore.
Well, that's the point where they were blocked.
About me or telling people because now I'm getting recent
Don't question the drawing in the background.
Comments, which is funny because you only got one comment. Literally one comment. And I wish I could find it, but I can't. And like right now, that's another thing. Like I have proof while simultaneously not having proof at that moment. So now I'm just like, you're just gonna have to believe me, which I hate doing. No, but I have to.
This idiot was trying to claim these two events that did happen in that exact order are a contradiction in the story, presumably just because Madame said it, therefore it must be wrong. This is another example.
No, everything Madame says is a lie. Everything Madame says is a lie. Gotta go, shit, have fun suffering. We will, Bottabella. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, B. Hello. Welcome to pain.
Example of them making shit up for the sake of looking like they have something, specifically looking like they found another contradiction, and the worst part is, there was no need to do so. They previously found a legitimate contradiction.
And don't worry.
I love how these people, they're not just happy with the legitimate stuff they found. No, they need to sprinkle the sugar on top. They need, no, we need some cream and we need some sprinkles for that, otherwise it's not juicy enough.
I already have the screen recording.
Now granted, maybe Ash just
Okay, you say they have a screen recording. Keep that in mind, they have a screen recording.
mixed up her wording. She stated that she's hungover, so that's always a possibility. Too bad this wouldn't excuse basically anything
Ponders.
else she's been saying is potential slips of the tongue. That would be a lot of slips of the tongue. I'd expect her to be tongue-tied by this point.
And I am still going to point out mistakes. She also chose to do this interview while hungover, which is her own fault. If I was trying to clear my name, I would try to go in with much as a clear head as possible so I don't screw myself over.
Yeah, but impulsivity.
Yeah, but editing and uploading the video.
True.
When she vented on her Instagram post.
Yeah, but she also sent her personal friends to come after me, or just like people, and
we have seen the Instagram story, Ash. It did not incite people to harass you.
Hell, Slimmers was even indicating that she was happy to be—
Again, we saw that Slimmers was like, yeah, you can comment on her stuff.
working with you. She just cited that she has yet to be credited, which is your own fault in the first place.
And I was like, I DM'd her. I was like, you told me the thumbnail was adorable in the DMs like a couple hours ago. Why couldn't you just DM me?
Yeah, funny thing about that. The thumbnail that Ash showed to Slimmers and claimed that Slimmers approved, that's not the thumbnail of the video that Slimmers' friend commented on. This was the thumbnail for the 50,000.
My eyes cannot rest easy on Darkness Stone's avatar. It's just a blobby mess for me. Same. Like I said, I didn't know if it was hair or a ski mask at first.
Subscriber special, which used Slimmers' fan art, which Ash did not get the go-ahead to use. At least not in any of the text we've seen. So even if Ash wanted to claim that Slimmers approved the thumbnail,
the fuck was that?
At least not in any of the text we've seen.
Responding to Madame. The fuck is that?
So even if Ash wanted to claim that Slimmers approved the thumbnail she showed her, she didn't approve the thumbnail for the video where the comments were actually left. That video used artwork that Ash had no right to use.
She's like, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 whatever. And then she did it again when I gave her credit, and she finally got it. And then she started like lying and saying she never got credit. And I sent her screenshots in our Discord DMs like, yeah, like here's your credit for the about me, here's your credit for the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
Yeah, that timeline is completely wrong. Ash claims that Slimmers did it again, except this was all incited by one post that was made by Slimmers before Ash and Slimmers sorted the issue out. It's just that after the issue was sorted, one of Slimmers' friends commented asking for the credit to be given, not knowing it had already been fixed on the other video, which is the one that Slimmers had.
Hey, Dew, have you seen the song where Madame sings about wanting to say the N-word? I have. I have indeed.
Commented on. The 50,000 subscriber special that Nightfish left a comment on still hadn't been corrected.
You can't blame someone for trying to defend one of their friends, especially if they think
Again, the off buttons really bother me. It bothers me that the buttons are not in the middle, or that there's a line here that so I can see that those are supposed to be on the side. It really bothers me for some reason, I don't know. Very neurotypical of me.
the problem is still ongoing. They didn't know the credit was fixed.
Well, half-fixed.
You could still blame them if they were being an asshole in their demands, but they were very respectful about it.
They even said please.
Stone just claimed seconds before this that Madame was changing her story, which wasn't true as I just showed. And yet here you are, just adding to what Madame said and verifying the order of events he just tried to say was a change in the story. Did the two of you even pay attention to your script?
Hi,
Now,
Blake! Welcome to Pain!
I agree with you that the comment isn't harassment, that Slimmers' private vent post wasn't inciting harassment. She didn't ask or say for anyone to go comment on it, unlike her later public story that did exactly that. The problem is, Ponder, Stone, and Nezzy have argued YouTube comments qualifies harassment. The two of them have done it twice.
It's funny to seeing Dew and Darkness Stone outfit contrast overdressed goblin versus underdressed femboy twink. Which one is better, Yen?
So far in this 4-part collab, and yet here they are arguing against Madame calling the comment harassment. If unwanted comments are harassment to you, stick by it, rather than this pathetic.
Bobby, but even I have seen artists that do pure magic in MS Paint, okay? To be fair.
And very selective squealing.
I didn't realize about that. Yeah, I gave her credit immediately. I thought I was supposed to give credit when I used the stills in a video. Like, that video was already made before I even got the stills. I just made the thumbnail right after when I did get the
I don't know how they do the magic in MS Paint. I still claim they commit some dark magic and sell their soul to Satan to be able to do that. But...
And at the end of the day, it is my persona. I do feel entitled to use it since, like, it is my commission. But at the end of the day, I don't want to use it because the artist behind it's like a liar. It feels kind of gross. So I'm definitely probably not going to use it. But in the moment, I did.
True, Yen made a hyper-realistic MS Paint drawing of me.
Feel like it was fine. Like, they were my stills in the moment.
Yeah,
it was like something I was planning to do for a video.
Do they even have?
Yeah, okay, that's a bit troublesome. You know what?
Any idea what they are talking about?
Based on the video where Akumu confused intellectual artistic copyright for trademarks and patents? No.
I'm about to start gargling my own blood. Did they do any fucking research?
Nope.
Do you do any fucking research?
That you own the artwork because it's your persona, I'm going to show a fan art here. This was done by my friend Sky.
What the fuck? Teachers fucking burp.
After my MatPad video. I asked her if I could use as my profile picture on my second channel, Darkness Stone, which is my commentary channel. And no, it's not Scarf Daddy like Ponder may call it. Don't.
I wish to perish.
Pay attention to it.
You can try to ignore me, but you would fail.
I'm starting to notice a bit of an interesting habit, to say the least. The humor seems to border on
Everyone hated this.
on BDSM and kinks.
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Every once in a while. Think back to the collab that Ponder and Nezzy did on me. They were talking about kinks in that video, and I think Nezzy asked her, can YouTube handle that kind of kinkiness? Before she slapped Ponder in the skit. And Ponder yelping because she sat down and legitimately recorded herself yelping in response to this.
Nezzy, slap me and make sure I'm in the proper timeline.
Are you monetized? Because YouTube may not be able to handle that kind of kinkiness.
I know.
I wish for death. I wish for death. Sometimes I think I'm cringe, but then I see this and I'm like, yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fucking fine. For any emotional damage you took, you can blame Akumu.
Oh. But I use that fan art for my channel, and I got permission from the artist to do so. I never claimed I owned the artwork because it is fan art. If Sky told me to remove it, I would. She owns the rights to that artwork. I do not. I only own the rights to my character. But that doesn't mean if someone else draws the character, I suddenly own that specific piece. And that's certainly not the case if the piece was requested by the character copyright owner and then was not paid for.
I was about to say, aren't those the same people who are like, but what about your child audience? Yeah, I did not consent to this. This was a struggle cuddle. This was against my will.
I have a credit on my channel description. You seem to be confusing the willingness to use artwork in your argument. Ash, I just don't own all
the- trying to sound intimidating. Or tough. Hi, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne. Stop giving yourself brain damage. We already have Saint. True. Yeah, get some head pets for the brain damage. Very proud of you. You all stay strong. We all stay strong together. We all will stay strong together. It's fine. It's fine.
Fan art I get. That would be stealing. I would only own the artwork if I...
Ghostbuster fan, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't know how to tell you this, but yeah. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Sweet summer child.
Bought it from the person who made it and then followed through with the payment, which Ash never did with the Slimmer situation. You don't own fan art, you receive fan art. But if the artist asks you to take it down, you do, because you do not own it. You did not draw it or pay for it.
Remember, chat, if you don't want to be turned gay, don't let the tentacle monster bite. True.
The reason we're bringing up fan art is because fan art in particular is a gray area. Technically, fan art is illegal as the person...
Are you retarded? Bruh. How much brain damage will I take if I continue listening to this?
Drawing the artwork generally does not own the copyright for the character.
Rotting telling me this is cap. I need this to be a joke. Saint, you didn't know? Saint, what do you mean?
That they are drawing and therefore don't have...
Saint! Oh my god, Saint! Saint! You're supposed to know shit! The fuck do I keep you around for?
Permission nor the rights to distribute derivative works. However, that doesn't inherently mean that the copyright holder for that character now owns the fan creation. What they can do is file a DMCA claim to get the piece removed from wherever it's being shared. Or sue, that's always an option too, but probably not the best option in this case. Because the ability to share fan art is a privilege granted by the copyright owner to the fan artist. It's one of those, yeah, you can draw our character and we won't sue you, just don't give us any problems type of unspoken understandings. This is why Marvel Comics can't use a piece of fan art on the cover for one of their books. They might own the character, but they don't own the artwork. You can draw the copyrighted character, but you can't distribute or profit from the copyrighted character, which is why posting fan art online in general...
Do I hate myself for what I'm about to ask? What? What is a Dipsy monster? What?
...is a privilege. The copyright holder technically has to demonstrate how the existence of that fan creation impacts the sales, public perception, or popularity of their property.
No, Rotting, you don't understand. This is exactly why you want to dive into the ACC.
Anne Rice can't take down your fanfiction if you write it on the notebook.
Will this be classified as tentacle hentai? Yeah. I guess. Depends where the tentacles go. Oh, look at the time! Oh, look at the time! Look at the time! Oh, it's time to end stream! Oh, we're also at, like, okay, a little bit under the half. But we will continue on Friday. We will continue on Friday. And then we will watch the rest. It was wonderful to have you here. Wonderful as always. Love it, love it, love it. Wait, did I miss a tentacle quivering thing? Akumu, no. Akumu, no. Akumu. Akumu, no. This is for later, Akumu. That one comes later. No, don't ask questions, Saint. Don't ask questions. It gets worse. Don't ask questions. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a surprise for next time. It's a surprise for next time, okay? You all won't even know. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Akumu, what do you mean? Wait, what is it? What? What? Why should I wait? Damn these. Scheiße. No. Be patient. Oh. Fine. How long do I have to be patient? For how long? For how long? Swear to God. I need my anxiety stick for this one. I'm telling them to be patient. Okay, you're telling them. Okay, I thought you meant me. Okay, with that we will end today's stream. It's been fun. We will continue on Friday. So we can take our time for the complete rest. I will go to bed. Yes, Yen, I will go to bed. Don't you worry. Choo. Don't chew me. I will chew you back. Oh, that's so damn bad. Shut up, Akumu. Shut up. Love you too, Cloudy, my beloved. Okay. After this now, have a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.